so iconic that he got his own Hearthstone card.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was a good like second turn kill for a while. He had a strong meta, but like before the X-Backs came out.
He was in the meta, probably for
a long time.
I think 4 years straight.
Pretty much every aggro deck ever.
Yeah. When I got Garrosh, I was very, very happy.
Josh, did you turn your camera?
I did because I was doing pizza.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't bugging out.
Who the fuck is the Leatherworks guy?
I don't know. I played mage, so I never had to worry about that.
Apparently, is the leather armor merchant.
I think it has been over 10 years since I...
Not in the village. She's on top.
Ah, I figured out the issue. It is doing better, but I have my audio, my computer audio going through my speakers in Discord.
Oh.
Langram's Leathers and Links. Where the fuck is Langram's Leathers and Links?
Can you please stop, cat? Thank you.
I hate that line.
Just bought my new helm.
Langram's, there we go. Give me my helm, you bitch. Alright. Valorous Night Song. Helm. Valorous Night Song headpiece, there we go. Conqueror's Knights? I got the 10-man. No. Lame. The Conqueror tokens only gives me the 10-man version. Talon swap. $502 haste, still not enough.
Ba, ba, da, ba, ba.
Is Will coming today or no?
He is. He just said he needs a few minutes. I believe Alec is going to be an hour late because it's the end of the month.
This is true. It is the end of the month. Yeah, are you still getting Phantom Steed?
I forgot. I haven't actually looked at my spell book and see what scrolls we got, but ideally, yes, because Phantom Phantom Steed is hilarious?
If you cast it, can Alec ride it?
Yes.
Okay.
Like anyone can ride it. That's
So if he
that I
attacks,
designate.
if he attacks from the steed and uses the Tasha's new rules, he can always get his sneak attack as long
Yep.
as he doesn't move. But if the steed moves, he's good.
Yes. Right. Because this steed has its own initiative.
Yep.
Which is stupid, but whatever. That is
I-
what it is.
Treant Monk did a 3-minute video on why this works well for rogues.
Yep.
Nuke itself, kill the steeds.
I mean,
Well, so the way the Phantom Steed works, interestingly enough, is when it takes damage, it begins to fade, but it takes a full minute to fade, so it doesn't matter.
Is it
You can-
concentration?
Nope, it's a ritual.
and it lasts for a while, right?
An hour?
Yep. Yeah, the video was it's been a couple months since I watched it, but it was very interesting. I think he played with a guy that used it, and he was amazed at how well it worked.
Discord just keeps turning off my camera for no fucking reason.
Oh fuck! It's AI. It's taken over.
I'm gonna restart real quick. I'll be right back.
Still don't have enough haste.
Oh, Josh, when I smoked the ribs, I smoked bacon fat alongside them, and when it was time to wrap the ribs, I poured the bacon fat over them and then wrapped them and steamed them in bacon fat.
Are you
Smoked
just trying to
bacon.
make him feel bad? I don't understand.
Smoked bacon fat, by the way.
It really just sounds like you're trying to make him feel bad.
I'm not trying to make him feel bad.
He's adopting me.
You know
adopting
bacon's already smoked.
Yes, it is. So I added more smoke flavor to it, to the lard that I got off of all my bacon drippings.
So what is the uncured bacon? What is it missing?
So
Pink
cures your nitrates. So when you put all bacon is cured no matter what, but when I talk about uncured, you're not using nitrates in it for preservation. That's the pink salt, which I have.
Kitty.
You still got to use salt, sugar, like you have to cure it. Uncured just
Because
has no
if it's actually not cured, then it's not bacon. It just means that there's no sodium nitrate in it, or
Yeah.
they call it pink salt number something or whatever.
Frog powder number 1.
Frog powder number 1. Yeah. I knew there's some weird name for it. I can't remember.
Now, when you're making bacon, like when I made it for Aoife's birthday, there's a whole formula as to what percentage by weight you need to put into your cure.
So in other news, how is everyone?
Tired.
How's everyone feeling about our glorious Supreme Court?
My wife
Mhm.
is extremely angry,
Mhm.
which I feel like is pretty justified.
Someone explain what the fuck happened and why we're going back in time?
Well, Ruth Bader Ginsburg refused to retire and set up a line of succession, which then caused a domino effect of opportunities to present when various members of the Republican Party decided that they had the power to actually initiate a successful coup. So they did.
I think it's just that old people don't die fast enough. That's the real problem.
Anymore. Yep.
Mitch McConnell should have died 10 years ago.
Mhm.
Every time he opens his
True.
mouth, I get angry. And so help me God, if Chief Justice Butt Chug like acts all emotionally hurt again, I will lose my mind.
Well, I mean, they did. There was a slight assassination attempt on him.
Was it even an assassination attempt, or just a bunch of angry people who wanted to have a word?
No, there was a
public
guy
official?
that was arrested. He had a gun. He admitted that he was out to kill him. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with it, and that's what makes me angry is the fact that I'm okay with it.
That's just where we're at now.
Yeah.
We're at political assassinations for expediency.
Yeah. I like that's not the way I should feel. That's not how we should operate as a country. And like I keep going, am I just mad because it's not going the way I want it to go? But
No, it's not going the way a society wants to go.
Honestly, I think that you should feel fine with it. People should fear for their lives if they make bad decisions. Then that'll keep them in line.
Yeah,
I'm all about a fear-based, tyrannical.
Fear-based society.
Yeah, let's
Well,
do it.
I
As
mean,
long as it's the people that I like. You are right.
yeah,
about that.
exactly. The problem is it can go the opposite way if you like, which is in some ways
This
the way
is
we're
this
going.
is exactly what Scalia was always preaching, by the way.
Mhm.
I think that he went too far, but he was always like the law should be interpreted the same regardless. But that said, he didn't do that, so he can go fuck himself. But hey,
I mean, the
didn't
United
read-
States has become a case study for other countries around the world right now about how much of a shit show we are.
There was a blurb on Reddit, and I didn't click on it, but I appreciated the headline of it was, "We are now a Taliban society. It's just Christianity is running everything."
Yep.
So,
Because-
counterpoint:
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the shit the Taliban does is very bad, admittedly. But once the Americans left and a lot of the smaller tribes welcomed the Taliban back because of the immense corruption that was in the puppet state that we instated, and yeah, there was all that human trafficking and stuff that the Taliban was not cool with, and just admittedly dispense with a little bit too liberal of the back alley justice, but they did something.
I don't
Versus-
disagree that there's not stabilization with a government like that. It's extremely stable, but what do you trade off to get that is the
I think a lot of the interpretation of personal liberty is so America doesn't have poor people. They have temporarily embarrassed millionaires is the phrase that people subscribe by. People make decisions with the assumption that they're going to win the lottery tomorrow, and don't vote in political processes that actually help them in their current economic situation now. Is the problem. So, like the majority of the Republican Party, blue collar white people, right? They're these guys that are basically like digging ditches and shit, making maybe 30 grand a year. They have no reason to vote in people like George W. Bush. None. But they'll do it. But Bush
because he
fucking
gives
did-
up. But to be fair, Bush gives up that impression, right? Nobody looks at Bush and goes, well, I say nobody. A lot of the voters who voted for Bush doesn't look at Bush and go, this is a very well-educated college man. But he was.
Yeah.
It's that whole fallacy of like, well, I'm gonna vote for the guy who I can like have a beer with at the bar. Like that's the kind of guy that I want in office. Like, well,
Yeah.
No,
Is
the
it
guy I
though?
want the guy I want in office is not going to be having beers at the bar. I want his ass in the office working.
Well, also not to mention, but like the Republican Party vote is toting this as a win, but like you said, what does this economically, socioeconomically, what does this do to put them ahead of where they were at before? It doesn't.
It puts them
It
very
does
far
literally
behind,
nothing.
actually.
Yep.
Does
No,
literally
no,
nothing
yeah,
for them.
honestly, the funniest thing that I've seen is like all the like crazy fascist Christian people are like, oh, you know, this is like a win for like white babies, and like, you know, we're finally gonna be able to like take our lives back because people won't be getting abortions. But like realistically, what this is gonna mean is that like they're gonna be more brown people because like this mostly impacts people who are in like poorer, you know,
Oh my
economically
God.
strapped areas, and so it's actually gonna tangentially fuck them over the next 20 to 30 years.
yes, and no.
you may have won the battle, but you lost the war.
But that's the whole point, is to keep those people having
Poor.
babies and keeping
And
them
poor. Yeah.
Well, you want
You're not wrong.
you want. I was gonna say you want a conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat. There's a
Yeah, let's
worker
do it.
shortage. So how do we get more workers to work low-paying jobs? We force them to keep children that they didn't want to have, and then they'll
There's
have
a
no
funny-
choice to have them work low-paying jobs because they can't afford to take care of them.
Yep.
There's a funny article recently about Amazon that says that they're literally going to run through the entire
Saw that.
workforce by 2023, literally next year, because of
Yep.
like how fast or how poor their retention is, rather.
Mm-hmm.
I can't keep technicians at $19 and change an hour because sitting at a desk and typing is just so hard and so hard. No, people are a bunch of fucking babies.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel, Will?
I feel like I walked into a trap here. Support living wages, yeah, I'm sorry. $15 an hour is barely making ends meet these days.
$20 an hour for a single person, it's fine.
Okay, so yes, assuming that you never want to start your life, yes, $20 an hour is fine. Assuming that you have aspirations beyond that. So yes,
Honestly,
are you only hiring high school kids? I mean, that's the target market you're after at $20 an hour these days.
I mean, consider this. Even, understanding that New York prices are a little steep, you can live outside of the city here, and a lot of people are coming out of law school, single and everything else. We can't keep people. We don't have enough applicants to sustain having people in my office starting at $75K a year. And that's including the fact that, right, you can get like benefits that cover everything. So I pay $40 a month for my medical benefits, which
That's so cheap.
I
Yeah.
hate you.
yeah, right. So like considering all the benefits that I get, we still can't keep employees because $75,000 a year isn't enough for people. Like, are you
Yeah,
kidding?
but
just
that's that's like New York real estate though, right? Like
No.
nobody-
But you don't have to live in New York. I know people who people who are living an hour away by train, which honestly isn't that unheard of. Like outside of the city, their rent was $1,200 a month as opposed to the $18 that I'm paying. Right? Like,
Yeah, so we just did. I mean, I just went through the budget process. And we did cost of living increases for basically like every department, and I mean, we're averaging $5 to $6 for new hires, and then once I account for compression for existing employees, I mean, people are up over $30 an hour easily. So, and
Jesus.
we're barely competitive at that point. So, again, not for every role, but
I mean, but you have like a grueling, like back-breaking job. I'm talking about people literally
I
working
know,
in
I
an
have-
air-conditioned
I have-
office.
customer experience people who work at home were earning $23 an hour now. I have administrators, I have logistics people. I mean, we have people who literally roll out of bed and go to their computer and they're still earning $23 to $25 an hour. So you have to
Are
pay
you
with market
hiring?
demands. Yes. Currently looking for a fleet manager. So if you can manage a fleet of heavy-duty commercial vehicles, $90K to start with a 20% bonus.
I can manage anything.
Perfect. Is this a political podcast or D&D?
yeah.
Josh started it.
That's
I'm
fair.
true.
paying jackasses who can't divide 30 by 7, $19 an hour. So, feels great.
Right, it's because you're offering $19 an hour is that you're finding jackasses who can't divide 30 by 7 is what Will's point is.
You have to pay what the market demands.
Windows key calc
I was gonna say, do you mean
4.285.
like, in your head? Because
No, I mean they don't literally can't
like,
do
that your
like
example? Like,
can't pull up a drug order and do a day supply calculation. It's really terrible.
Okay. So,
Man. Yeah.
So Alec is not going to get here until probably around 9ish, but I figured we can still get started because I planned on this being a very heavy RP session, unless you guys throw me for a loop. But
moving everyone around.
We're getting into 3 fights immediately.
No,
Go
no,
for it.
we got new victims to torture.
oh shit, yeah, we do. Oh, fuck.
Oh, is this another torture app?
I'm gonna close roll. We don't
Oh
need
boy. So, but with that, we'll enter the recap. I don't know if we have any volunteers.
I'll do it.
All right, go Seth, do it.
That was a joke.
Here, yeah.
I
Did a thing.
a couple people watched the episode. I just don't remember.
I didn't realize that Will streamed it, so I assumed that it wasn't up.
Oh, I asked him to stream it so that way we would have it.
Shit, I didn't watch it, so I'll just.
No worries.
Hey, you know
I
what?
mean,
I'll just.
I can go through it. I don't mind. I just figured I didn't know if anyone remembered anything.
No, I'm just
Um,
prepared poorly.
Yeah, no worries. So, I mean, realistically, it started with you guys going to shop throughout the city. You went to the first fancy magic shop, and you ended up buying some things, and maybe getting led on about a specific ring by a gnome. The gnome and the wizard
Possession.
may have decided to have a dick measuring contest,
Mm-hmm.
and
We
ultimately,
really want that ring. I remember that.
yeah, I remember. It's a lot of money, though. After realizing that the ring was too expensive because you're all poor, you decided to go to the shitty part of town.
Hold on.
And
The ring was 750,000 gold. So I don't think the fact that we couldn't afford it makes us poor per se.
if you were rich, you could afford it.
There's not wealthy. Like there's a middle ground between rich and poor.
I think you guys only had enough to afford 3 scrolls.
No, there's only haves and have-nots in this world.
Yep.
Exactly. Either you're rich or you're not rich.
We had 2 scrolls. We have a scroll of flame arrows and scroll of phantom steed.
Yeah, what I'm saying is you could have afforded 3, or you could have afforded 3 and no more.
Oh god, knock you on your butt bullets. I wrote it down here. It says I have 2,000 of them.
No, you got, I believe it was 10, 11.
It was an odd
2000
number.
sounds right. 2001.
Yep. There you go. 2001. There. Now I got it.
I'll take 11.
All,
that's
all
fine.
I
Thank you.
all I wrote down about this whole section was that we're basically assholes to everyone. Literally.
You were nice to the woman in the shitty magic shop. You tried to help her
Yeah, that's
when
true.
you had the
They all
creepy
left.
guys come in,
They all left
and
when they disappeared.
We were an asshole to her before those guys came in, though.
that's
No.
where you were.
But
But no. Yay.
Rodok was great. Rodok
Yeah,
cleaned
Rodok
up the place.
Everyone
Rodok-
else was not, though.
To be fair, she was rude to you guys. I get it.
Yeah, she was racist specifically to Rodok, which is why.
No, that was
No,
the
that
other
was-
one.
that was the gnome.
That was
Yeah.
no.
So yeah, so there was that. There were, the hooded figures went in, and you're not entirely sure what was going on with that aspect of it, but she was very clear that she was deriving some sort of income from telling secrets, and I believe she said that there was someone you could go to in order to also be someone that she can trust secrets with.
Snitches
Then, say that again.
get stitches. Snitches get stitches.
Exactly.
We'll be back.
You guys, then on the way to the church, there was a little carnival type thing going on with some games where our lovely Barley was able to show off his amazing skills in just picking up a random fucking rifle and completely destroying the competition and winning the rifle, much to the chagrin of the dwarven artificer who had to cry himself to sleep losing his gun.
Is that what happened?
Ooh,
Oh,
that
okay.
bless.
I did need it.
And then afterwards, you guys made it to the church, and all hell broke out as people started attacking the members. And
Wait. How about the part where I became Jesus?
I mean,
Fire Jesus.
sure, you are Fire Jesus. You are the hero that they need but don't deserve.
Yes.
But so there was a combat that ensued, and I believe it's 2 people that you guys have. 1 person.
It was
I don't
2.
remember. It's
We
2.
talked
Okay.
about how I killed every person. Every finishing blow.
You cheated.
What?
Kill steal?
There was a lot of misses. I remember a lot of misses.
Yeah, it was a very poor combat, honestly. It took so long because no one could hit each other.
Yeah.
But
I wrote
Yeah.
down it was the worst fight in all of D&D history.
On a pure hitting basis, yes.
oh, and the other thing was at the beginning you guys started in your quarters at the city hall, and there was a note left for you by Saren saying that he had to take care of by Odoron, excuse me,
Yeah.
saying that he had to take care of important stuff for the council, and you have not seen him since. And with that, that's where we will pick up back at the church. You have 2 individuals and a fairly empty church at this point.
Let the torture begin.
Alright, I mean, you're the fire druid, so
I mean,
eat it up. You're also the reigning member of this church, as far as I can tell.
No, the other guy. What's his name?
I thought you were their god, though.
His name is Agnar.
Agnar. Agnar was about to light off something. I don't know what the fuck. Remember, he was starting to get something going.
You had something going.
He was about to go
Deus
Super
Ex
Saiyan.
Machina, if there ever was one.
I thank you for taking care of the riffraff. I'm glad we didn't have to summon the Fire Lord himself.
Who's that? Who's that?
Yeah, that. You had some shit going on there. I don't even know if I could have done that.
He puts his arm around your shoulder and he says, "Yeah, with time you will."
What was the name of that fire dude we killed in the dwarven volcano like 3 years ago? Is this the same fucking guy that he's trying to summon?
What was that guy's
Imix.
name? Mx. Thank you. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
Good pull.
that is actually out of Plane of Fire lore, so I remember things. Not useful things, but I remember
just let
things.
Cinder perch himself on my other shoulder. Look, I've got him.
And he looks proud at your command of the fire.
Nice. You have any idea who these guys are?
He looks at them both and he just kind of nods his head, and he says, I'm sure that we're definitely not making the guards here and the current political heads happy."
These guys are guards.
I'm not saying they are, but it wouldn't be the first time that they've hired someone less savory to take care of their business.
We know, I mean, out of character, do we know why they were attacking these guys?
You guys know nothing.
Okay.
No.
Why were they attacking you? I'm back in character now.
Why don't we ask them?
He has no idea.
I mean, hold on. You have no idea why a bunch of random people attacked you. Wink.
That seems suspicious.
Yeah, you know something. You're summoning mimics. I think I heard someone say that. Is that true? Because maybe we
No.
should have helped them.
No, I was just trying to cast a cleansing flame if need be.
I mean, you know something's going on.
This is the first time that we've ever been attacked in our church.
In your church, huh? That's a weird modifier you added on top of that.
This is the first time I have personally been attacked.
Also modified. So you're saying there's other members of your congregation who have been attacked outside of this church?
Yes, sometimes there are crowds that get unruly. There are some people that don't agree with our outlook on the cleansing flame. There's been times that our members have been attacked by random ruffians, and a few times that they've been attacked by guards and thrown into the jail cells.
The our prisoners.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to harp on this, and you have no idea why these guys... I just don't believe it. I'm sorry. This is organized, my man. You gotta know something.
Barley,
I
we
can
could just
only
go to the
assume
source.
that they are not
know it's gonna
happy
take
with my
forever.
message of the cleansing flames.
It's gonna take forever,
Help us.
though.
Help us help you.
Last time we tortured a guy, it took a whole session.
Okay, we could try something different.
Alright, I'm just gonna... You start blowing their toes off or whatever, and I'm gonna sit over here.
You blew the toes off.
Oh,
I
just
cauterized
my
the wound.
Here's my gun. You blow their toe. It's real easy. Just point and click.
Are they
Happy.
are they tied up? Are they sitting, standing?
I'll let you determine that, since we haven't really...
They're
that
still
wasn't
standing
determined when we
armed.
left.
They're still standing armed, waiting to fight us.
I would say tied and sitting would make more sense.
There you go.
Yes.
They're tied and sitting.
We killed the leader though, right?
No, the leader specifically was not killed.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we kept them alive.
Excellent.
Here we go again.
I guess I just march over, and let's picture this in the correct theater of the mind. I am a giant lizard with a fiery phoenix on my shoulder. I step on his chest and flip him over on his back, and then get my jaws within an inch of his face, and ask him what he was doing here.
I'll give you an intimidation roll with advantage on that.
I'm gonna need it with that -1. Hey.
Way down. We'll say with a 15, he kind of shudders back, and he says, "I'm sorry, I was told to."
You were told? You were attacked by who?
We were told to take Agnar.
By who?
I don't know his name.
Where can I find him?
Not here.
No shit.
That's a terrible description of a place.
Oh God. Discord die for everyone else, or just me?
What?
Just you, I think.
Oh, here.
I saw a little
You're here.
lag split. Split it.
We're good.
Can you hear us? I don't think you can hear us.
Oh, yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Fix all the cameras.
No, he's reconnecting.
Okay. Do you hear us now?
Yes. Everyone was robot-y.
Ah.
Alright,
We could hear and see you the whole time it was happening. Actually.
dope.
Everybody's still
So it's just
robot-y for
me.
me.
Got it.
No, everybody's still robot-y for me.
Robot-y.
Must be an East Coast thing.
I'm fine. Everything's good.
I mean, Chris.
Okay, so I bit the guy's head off.
No. You did not do that.
I think you don't understand what torture is.
No, I get it. He's biting off his head so the other guy will talk. I understand.
We have 2. Remember, there is 2. Or we hurt the other guy until this guy. This guy's a little
We
bit
can
more
start with limbs. I'm gonna start for that.
Is there
Bite his stick off.
is there an avenue where you guys can talk without them making with all this messiness? I say to them while the intimidation's happening.
The guy says, he's like, we were told it would be an easy job. We just take Agnar.
Take him where? Yeah, not here. I remember. I'm sorry. Not here. You were very clear on where you were taking him. That's on me.
They gave us a location outside the city.
Fantastic. I
location.
blow his brains out and we start heading that direction.
Yeah, no. Let's take Agnar's cloak. We'll just have someone pretend
No,
to
we
be
don't.
Agnar.
Well, if we had our rogue here, isn't he able to impersonate somebody exactly?
He's there. He said, "Yeah."
Look at he's got a
Yep.
big robe.
Yep.
Give me
Yep.
your beard.
Saren, the group decision is Saren is going to impersonate Agnar, while we throw on cultist cloaks to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, would the cultists follow
What?
though? If they just want to like grab
The
the
unhumanoid of us can look like we were taken as well.
So we're gonna have our bandit friends. We're gonna disarm them, and then we're gonna have our bandit friends lead us out like we are Agnar's acolytes to wherever the pickup area is. Yep.
I feel like this is a really. I mean, I love the enthusiasm, guys, but I feel like we're just throwing spaghetti against the wall. I mean, like,
Look,
we don't know
this-
jack shit.
This just felt like it was gonna get really RP heavy, and I just want to get right to a fight. Is really what I'm
Yeah,
feeling. Like.
listen, I'm on board with. I mean, I want to fight the whole goddamn world. Don't get me wrong, but there could be 1,000 guys in there. We don't do jack shit. This guy's turning like a fucking carousel. Let's try to get some more information out of him.
Actually, I just had a thought as we were doing the recap, and I need to ask Josh a question. So, as I'm looking at the tokens, there were part of Agnar's men were wearing robes. Is that correct?
Yes.
they
Two
look
of them
like
were killed.
Do they look like the robes of the people that went into the
No,
Or
those
no,
robes
okay.
were black, and these are like crimson and
Okay.
gold.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
We weren't missing anything there.
So I don't know. You just that's your straight up plan. You just assume that they're going to lead you to the right place. You have nothing else to say.
I was gonna say, I think we should try to find out where the place is and not take these guys.
Look, I have an 8 in, so
I
Sorry,
would like to
Tim, so what's the
roll.
plan? We're gonna
Inve-
protect the bad guys and the good guys.
We should find Odoron.
Oh, he's not here. He's not here. Oh fuck.
He was off on a task,
I would
remember?
like to roll insight on these guys' claims as to whether or not they are keeping anything else from us, despite their insistence that they don't know anything.
We'll say with the 13, you think that there's a little more information that you could probably glean from them.
Wish there's more. Are you fucking kidding me? They don't know why they're being attacked.
Wrong guys. Wrong guys.
Mafia style.
guys.
Oh. Fuck. Thought he was investigating. Can I investigate the cult?
I talk
Agnar?
about our prisoners.
No, I want to investigate Agnar because I think he knows more than he's letting on.
You can. Also, Seth, did you change the server to Discord's on?
No, why?
No, because everything just cleared up like that.
I didn't do anything.
Discord knows. It's rude.
Insight.
Nice.
That's a 22. Lay him bare to me. What are his secrets?
Agnar genuinely does not know why they were attacked.
What the fuck? Like, if a mafia style hit came out on me, I would know why. Just throwing it out there.
I mean,
I
his
mean-
assumption is because he wants to fucking burn everything down, right? And possibly there's political leaders that don't want him to do that. That's
Hold
his
on.
assumption.
Hold on, can we,
Isn't there a reason we're protecting this guy? Like, no,
Specifically the Rot. Like, he doesn't want to burn the city down. The Rot.
Okay. Are we sure that we're on the right side in this too?
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
well, let's not listen to the fire guy. You stand over there with the other fire guys.
I want to know.
The non-fire guys.
I want to know, Will. What would you, if a mafia style hit came and attacked you right now? Why would they be doing it?
I think they would, but if I was in a position where they did, I feel
don't
like
know.
I should know why.
I like that.
I don't know. Let's say, like, if the insight is specifically as to that, then yeah, that's what you get. If the insight is like, oh, other information that you think might be helpful for you guys, then yeah, there's more stuff. But
We, I don't think we searched anything.
I search Agnar. I turn on his pockets.
No.
Damn it!
he slaps your hand away.
I will murder you, old man. Did you not see what happened in this room?
We searched the living and the dead.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, realistically, all you find is on the dead, right? You find some, pretty shitty leather armor and some shitty daggers and things like that. On the living, it's the same thing. You find maybe some gold, but that's it.
Okay, we found 750,000 gold on
Yeah.
this one guy over here.
At most, you found like 30.
Adding it to the, there we go, inventory. Adding it up.
30 gold ain't bad.
No, it's not bad. Does anyone have a gilded eggcorn, you motherfuckers? Nobody.
Agnar?
Maybe speak with the church.
Agnar, cough it up.
Any more questions for the other guys?
Somebody else want to go? I mean, I can sit here and look intimidating and stuff on this guy's chest.
What's specific? I mean, you're supposed to drop Agnar off, and then they were going to be waiting, or I mean, you had to
You
have
get
gotten
paid
more
for this?
instructions.
We-
Yeah,
We were told we would get paid after we brought him. We were just supposed to bring him. It didn't
Come on.
matter about anyone
Did you
else.
get half up front?
No.
What the
You
fuck?
suck.
You always got to get half up front, especially for a delivery job.
He kind of looks both ways and he goes, well, we figured we could trust them.
What made them so
That's
trustworthy?
yeah.
They had
that's-
they had the colors and the symbol of the council.
Oh boy.
All right. Yeah. Can I? Does this guy seem like he's telling the truth? 17.
Yes.
How many fancy ass council cloaks are these guys handing out? Is my first question. Like, how many people are not going up to Zynar or whatever to?
Also, if you're gonna do like secret doings where you send assassins, why would you wear something so publicly, like showing you're part of the like?
Did he know he doesn't have council clothes on, does he?
No, but
No.
you sent him.
Oh yeah.
These
yeah.
guys are lackeys, but they're lackeys who know too much. Like, you work for the government, you're not like, here's my government ID. Go
Yeah.
on secret.
Yeah,
card.
CIA
For-
access badge just went right there.
How
For
much
Odoron,
are you supposed to get paid?
I feel like there's some subterfuge happening. Is someone trying to pin it on the government? How many layers?
Also, for Odoron, does this sound like something the council would actually be interested in doing?
Joke's on you. Odoron's not
We'll
there.
learn about that.
Oh fuck! Wait, where is he?
I pull
Remember he was
Odoron
off
out
doing a
here.
task because he didn't
Oh.
play last session.
Oh, you son of a... Odoron comes swinging through the door. Hey guys.
I want to know how much they were going to get paid.
20,000.
20,000 for taking one old man? We've been working our asses up
Let's
and down.
do this.
We've been
Let's
working
do this instead of these guys.
sessions now. I'm gonna go in the kidnapping game.
I think we've just been massively underpaid, is what's happening here.
I'll kidnap old man all day for 20,000 gold a pop.
How many old
Um,
men we gotta kidnap before we reach legendary rings payout status?
Oh, obviously you're not getting that money now, and you just became members of the church. And I introduced Agnar to his new acolytes.
The two kind of shake and bow. We're sorry. We'll do anything. Just don't kill us.
You guys are bitches.
What does Agnar say about his new acolytes?
Didn't blow off a single toe.
Agnar kind of appraises them, and he looks over them and he says, "No, we did just lose. We just lose dues too. I'm sure we could find work for them scrubbing floors somewhere."
It was meant to be.
Alright, so we're going to have to... Did we get out of them where we were supposed to go? No, we didn't.
We'll say that they explain to you where it is, somewhere northeast in like a little clearing next to a cliff. And the drop off was supposed to be tomorrow night.
Okay. I ask Agnar if he has anything that can aid us on our quest to stop this from happening again.
He nods and he strokes his beard. He says, "Well, I'm sure that we can find some things to help. The question I have for you, though, is, will you help us in our endeavors as well?
Yes.
Is this something you're?"
I
Easy.
don't know if he speaks for the whole group. I've heard the going rate is
Listen,
20,000
we got.
gold per
This
single
just gives
cup.
us a second job that is the same goal. We're supposed to get rid of the rot, right?
Yes, that is what we would like. Yes.
And I look at our group and I'm like, we're supposed to get rid of the rot, right?
That is technically true.
No,
And-
Odoron's not here to
Right.
remind me.
And
Yeah.
burning it would get rid of it.
I guess the enemy of our enemy is our friend, right?
Yes, yes.
Alright, so we're friends with the rot now. Because this guy's my enemy.
So
Agnar, I don't trust you.
What if he's got bullets?
Agnar, I trust you again.
So with that, Agnar brings you guys back into the back room here, and
Is this champagne room?
you know what? Just for you, there's wine.
What are all these couches back
There's
here?
wine and ale, okay? Just for you.
Not couches, leather chairs.
Leather chairs, yeah, good call, good call.
So, upon going in, whoever it is going to follow him into the room. Go ahead and roll me an investigation, or no, perception. Perception. Sorry.
Reception. Tell me all the things.
Barley is focused on the alcoholic beverages that have been given to him.
This is true.
Wine bottles.
But F's in Pretos. Really fucking. Alright, well, fuck you too, yay. F's in Pretos. Notice on the table, as a centerpiece, there is what looks like a chiseled carving of Tiamat. That looks very familiar to you guys.
Huh.
What the fuck?
Hey, this is interesting. This
He
over here,
looks-
where'd you get this?
He goes, oh yeah, oh yes, that came from a friend of the church, so to speak, that was very helpful in making sure that we had the power to grow. Unfortunately, he failed his task, and shortly thereafter, the rot began spreading.
How would you describe the appearance of this friend?
Oh, please, Drodok, you know who it is.
No, I want him to say it. Say it. Say it.
Say my name, say my name. Oh.
He was an oddly looking kobold fellow, and he was very boisterous, but he had the wildest dreams of cleansing the heart with flames, and he spoke to us.
Guys, I think it might be Craig.
That's obviously Jode.
No, it's Craig. It matches his description perfectly.
What if
Perfect.
Jode and Craig are the same person? How long has it been since you've seen him?
He tries to think back. He's like, it's been quite a while. It's months, maybe even a year.
How do you?
Would you say he helped found this church?
I wouldn't say he helped found it, but he certainly did help us in accumulating power.
The
And,
Espendan Agnar is
With that, he pulls out from his sleeve a very red fiery orb, and you can see it swirling with flames on the inside. He says, "He brought us this," and he holds it up, and he says, "With this, we were able to summon flames a lot more powerfully than anyone could have imagined."
Alright, chefs.
I would like to critically fail an Arcana check.
Oh, I can do that. There you go.
So,
What does a critically failed Arcana check tell me?
man, so you look at this and you believe that it is a grenade, and you think it's going to explode.
Look out! It's gonna blow.
I trust Rodok's knowledge.
Yeah, I hold up my shield and like duck down behind.
It's unstable.
I
Good luck,
step up to inspect it
Agnar!
closer.
So you recognize this as an orb of dragon kind.
Me, the player, does not know what that does. That's great.
Me, the player, also does not know that off the top of my head, but I also failed the roll, so I feel like that's fair.
I look at Rodok and go, "Hey, I know what it is.
Uh
I'm
huh.
not
What does it
telling.
do?
I'm not telling."
Okay, likely story.
So,
what does me, the character, know about orbs of dragon kind?
you know that there is essence of a dragon contained within the orb, and that it also grants some different benefits as well as a few different detrimental effects. But also, the most important thing, at least for this man, is it also grants different spells depending on the orb. And this one, you can probably guess, grants fire spells.
Ah.
And for those who are planning on looking it up, this is a little modified from what it actually does, but yeah.
I decided against it on account of me failing the roll, so seems
Yeah.
like it'd be unfair.
The biggest change is the fact that like it's not. If you were to look it up, like there's like chances that it could like dominate mine and shit like that, like dominate your willpower, which I got rid of, and it's gonna grant different spells depending on the elemental essence, the dragon that's within it. And this one
Ah.
happens to be fire.
I take a long time to lecture Rodok on the orb and its properties. I speak to him like he's a child who doesn't understand magic at all.
This is very insulting. I'll have you know I have submitted to higher education.
You thought it was a grenade.
It had numerous unstable properties. Apparently,
One thing too, we'll say that you notice as with your Arcana check is as he is kind of holding this orb out, one of the heads of the carved statue starts to kind of react to it.
Interesting.
We'll say the head begins to glow. So that head, that would be the red head of Tiamat, begins to glow.
Oh boy.
I had a feeling.
What did you guys do? Fuck. I
Nothing,
ran away
nothing.
for 1 second from a bomb.
No, the orb is making one of the heads on the carved Tiamat statue react.
Oh fuck, we're gonna
Forward.
accidentally summon Tiamat. God damn it.
The orb is an orb of dragonkind.
I reach
Modified.
into my bag and pull out blue, green, white, black orbs.
I go, look, we have the whole set.
Hey, Agner, can you bring that orb closer to the statue of Tiamat? Let's see what happens.
Take 2 steps back.
I take way more than 2 steps.
I take 2 steps closer.
Agnar begins going
like
closer.
Agnar.
Begins going closer to the statue. I said statue. Oh my god, the statue holding the orb out, and you can see as the head kind of starts to glow brighter, the glow of the orb begins to fade.
Okay, back off.
And as he backs off, the head fades and the orb grows brighter.
Okay, get closer now.
Is this some kind of joke I'm not supposed to understand?
You can see on Agnar's face that he also looks shocked. You can see that he, for whatever reason, since he's had these 2 items, has not had them close enough to each other.
I might have missed. I know. Craig gave you the orb. Where did you get the statue from? Also, Craig?
Who is Craig?
Craig, the guy who gave you the orb. His little boy.
You know, I did hear a song about Craig.
You motherfucker. You're on thin ice, Agnar.
Well, I explained to
Are you
Rodok.
Barley?
I
You're on
explained to
thinner
Rodok
ice,
that's
Agnar.
a statue of Tiamat. It's many-headed dragons that have different elemental
Where did it-
properties.
Where did it come from?
So the head that was reacting to the fire orb and possibly absorbing some of the magics within, and I use hand gestures for magics. That was probably the flame going to the red head, also known as the fire-type dragon.
Are you looking at me?
No, I'm talking to
Okay.
Rodok.
Oh, yeah.
Stop looking because you're being a dick.
No, I know we're making fun of Rodok.
Also for clarity, right? There's like life essence that's within the orb. So I mean, flame, yes, but life essence.
So,
Also,
just-
get this statue to turn into Tiamat. That's great.
so Agnar, let me ask you a question. You're saying you recently got this shiny ball, right?
Well, I mean, not recently, but yes.
Yeah, it might have been a key indicator of why people were coming to attack you. Maybe they wanted your ball.
Kind of looks and he nods. He says, I haven't shown anyone that this exists. You're the only ones who I've shown.
I mean, Craig knows too.
Well, Joe,
Maybe Craig is working for the government.
Joe gave it to me. Why would he give it to me just to have it taken away? That doesn't make any sense.
Who's Jode?
The little funny kobold that sang about you and
I
Craig.
don't remember Jode. Good riddance.
Hand Barley another ale.
Good.
Ooh, look, beer. What
Good
else you got? What
riddance,
else you got stashed in this? You got anything else cool in here?
You can see, we'll say on various shelves and stuff are various different trinkets and baubles, including a few different gilded items.
Such as.
I don't know. Why don't you? Why don't you?
I'm going to go. Look, see.
So yes, included is what appears to be. Oh, with a 13. What
didn't
appears
roll
to
that.
be nothing. No,
I didn't roll shit. I was smarter than that.
Yeah, there are various items, right? So you see what looks like a gold apple. You see a golden quill, and you also see a what looks to be a gilded acorn.
I select the acorn. Agnar, this would be very useful to me.
And he looks at it and he says, "That is indeed an expensive item, but if you will help us in ridding the rot, I'm sure that we could spare with it."
It is our mission to rid this place of the rot, so that is not a problem at all. And I will leave you a paladin if I have to.
Why are
Paladins
you
can
tr-
be helpful.
Seth, I
Why
tried to
do
sell
you
you. I
insist
tried
on
to
trying
sell
to
you
s-
for the magic ring. It didn't work last session. They weren't buying. You weren't worth 750,000 gold.
That's actually a little insulting if you think about it.
It is.
I mean,
It
you
is very
trade
insulting.
one ring for 5 magic items, so you do you.
I don't know if it was a pretty cool ring.
That was a pretty fucking cool ring. I can't even remember what it was, but it's fucking cool.
Sounds super cool though, like super cool.
Ye remembers because Ye really, really, really wanted the ring.
The elemental command?
Knowing your
Huh?
track record, I'm surprised you didn't just take it.
It was not that easy.
There was a dick measuring contest about them trying to take it. It did not happen.
Well, I mean, Rodak actually rolled well and figured that anyone who's able to craft spells of that high level will probably kick our asses pretty soundly. So,
Yeah.
Did you roll high enough to figure out that the person actually crafted it?
He claimed that he did.
he claimed that he did.
And you believed him. Got it.
That was what the roll indicated.
I let the dice decide my actions, okay? Who the fuck is he waving to?
I'm embarrassing Will.
And I want everyone to know that she brought me meatballs, and they're in an ice cream cone. So she is desperate for me to eat them out of the ice cream cone and for people to notice, but no one has noticed.
Wait, meatballs and an ice cream
Wait. We're playing it. We're
shocked.
We're not paying attention when we play the game.
I would also like to point out that the North Haven, Connecticut food truck festival was this past weekend, and there was a food truck that literally shoved every kind of meat I could think of into a waffle cone. It was disgusting looking. So it's not.
Ye said there's a food truck that does this.
There's a place in San Francisco that does it as well. I've had the meat cone.
Yeah, I'm also just convinced
Delicious.
that Will and Annette do not eat normal food. It's just they just buy one of everything from the store, and then there's
You
just
just
a
throw
random
them together.
generator that puts them together.
It's funny that you
peanut
say that.
butter and burrito shells,
Can confirm.
balls, and ice cream cones.
So like, as long as we hit the major food groups in the meal, we're good.
Yeah, so I posted it into the D&D Discord. There was the bacon Mac Attack cone, the Mac Attack cone, French fry cone, the various chicken cones, and somehow a strawberry shortcake at the end. But that doesn't even cover all their actual options.
That's more of a crepe. Let's be real.
It's
No,
a
that
waffle
actually-
cone.
That looks
That is an
amazing.
actual waffle cone.
Ah, fuck, now I'm hungry.
Sprinkle some
It's like-
Libitor on
it's
your
like, I need
chicken
a cone
cone.
full of meat.
Gotta go microwave some taquitos.
I'm just gonna take this gilded acorn.
I gotta let the
Back
cat out
away.
of him.
He said,
Yeah. So yeah, you get the acorn.
Is there anything else to aid you guys in here?
I think the acorn aids us too, right? What I
Does.
remember.
You know what I think aids you guys? I think the statue of Tiamat.
I take it.
I think that should stay.
That thing is far too unstable for us to carry around.
Can you
No,
imagine
the
if
orb.
we-
The orb is unstable.
Can we imagine? Can you imagine if we left the MacGuffin here, just continued on our adventure? Like,
Hilarious. I think Josh would find a way to just give it to us regardless. Like, a street urchin
the
slips into your
statue.
pocket.
Yeah, the statue is floating behind you. How big is it? I thought the statue was big, so it's carrying size.
It's the same one that was given
It's a
to
gift.
Jode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I said you guys were recognizing.
Oh.
I'm
it.
so disappointed
it's
in all
a-
of you. Come on.
The Minotaur carving.
I recognize it, Seth.
I did not. I'm sorry. I'll cut my finger off.
All of
No,
you.
well, accept it.
Oh. I will trade you our paladin for that statue. Who's not here at the moment.
He considers. He
This
says,
is this
well,
trade of humans.
It's like, well, this would definitely help make sure those two ruffians don't kill me.
Probably.
Says, no, I think you should have it because if you are able to find Jode, I believe that it would make him happy to be reunited.
I give the
All right.
statue to Barley to remind him of Craig.
I know I was distracted with the waffle meatballs. Did we know why Joe left this stuff with him? I know he was going
Because he
off to-
believed that burning the rot was the only way to get rid of it.
Okay, so
burning
he was,
the heart.
He was investing his resources into this plan. I got you.
Yep.
So, I mean, you know that he left it with them and then he went into the heart himself after leaving it with the church.
So we don't really know. We only know what this guy's telling us. So for all we know, Jode's buried in the basement. They took his stuff.
So reasonably, you can believe that he did leave the place because he was given an escort by the soldiers running this place, as you found out when you first came from what the heck was her name? No, this is weird. Why am I missing all my notes? Now I'm scared.
This is why this is why you have to back up everything and
Ah.
back up the backup.
No, I was in the wrong tab.
Use Excel or sheets.
I used an Excel with multiple different things, with multiple tabs, and I was in the tab for the other campaign, and I was very confused. Yeah, that Baroness Drake told you about. So, ostensibly, you know that he is not buried in the basement.
Okay. You have your truth. No, you have your truth. I believe mine. I sneak off into the basement. Last time I did this, I almost died though. So.
All right.
All right. So is our plan still to infiltrate the drop site?
I would say yes. The problem is we now know that we're going to be up against the council.
And Odoron's still not with us, right?
No, it's literally gonna be odor on there.
Yeah, it's just- that would be incredible, by the way. That would be some masterful storytelling. At some point, it'll be us against Odoron in an army of goons.
Reaching the final battle.
Joke's
mean,
on
now
you.
we
I'm the
know-
big bad again.
Now we know who it is. Do we need to do anything about it? Because can we do anything about it? Or do we get the F out of Dodge and start heading south into the heart like we were going to?
Yeah, but I mean, they're just gonna keep coming after this old man, right?
Most
I think-
likely.
Yeah, I mean,
At least he now knows to look for it.
yeah, I mean, I don't give a shit about him personally, but I mean, if he's important, then probably should solve the problem.
He's a
He's
critical.
one of those NPCs from Skyrim that can't die. You can just let him get to one hit point over and over again.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, just like
I feel like the council probably has an army of goons. I mean, all we did was delay them for a little bit. It seems kind of pointless when you think
Yeah.
about
Yeah, the whole point is
the
to.
nihilistic situation at the end of the day.
I mean, we could have the whole church come with us to the heart to go burn the rod. They seem interested in that.
Agnar pipes up. Yeah, if we can burn the rod, I would be very appreciative.
Hold on. Agnar, if you were to describe your power level using a system of 1 to 20, what would you say your power level is?
-2.
God damn, you were doing something with a cleansing fireball, so don't bullshit me, my man.
-1.
Even peasants are a 0. So you're saying that you don't have a class? You're not a wizard. You're not a sorcerer, a druid.
Cleric?
You ever turned into an animal?
No.
Can you turn into an animal?
No.
You should
Have you made a pact with any gods?
Made a pact with Jode.
Joe may be a god.
And that makes this guy a warlock.
We took his holy symbol away from him. Alright, so
We can bring these guys with us, but they don't seem like they're going to be very much help.
Bane.
You do laundry at least? Cook? Set up tents?
No.
What, I mean, sell yourself, my man. Like, convince me to take you. You're gonna die if you stay here.
Wait, hold on. Give me 1 second. I thought you were talking to Agnar. You're talking to one of the guys.
No, you're talking to Agnar.
Oh. Why is he what does he want to convince you? I'm very confused. What are you trying to get from him?
because Chris said we were going to
NPC
take them all with
collectors.
us. Yeah, we're gonna take them all with us. So I'm trying to figure out
Oh.
what value they offer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mhm.
'Cause we can't just leave Agnar and the crew here. They're just gonna get murdered as soon as we walk out the door. Like, there's probably another group of people like waiting in the wings.
They can come with us to go burn the heart.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to figure out what value they offer if they were to come with us. Which, as far as I can tell, is 0.
You got that
Actually,
cool orb.
Yeah,
we need
That
1
is
second.
valuable.
You mean our orb? Yeah. Oh, he's an orb carrier. He's carrying our orb.
Well, I gave him dragon essence and fire spells and shit.
this dude's a level 20 wizard. Josh,
I mean-
Oh, okay.
Josh is not going to admit it, but I know he's a level 20 wizard.
If he dies, we get the orb, right?
All right, sorry. What my fan was like squeaking, and I wasn't sure if it was the fan or the cat's toy, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And the cat was also freaking out, and I was like, "I hope something's not about to die," but we're good.
So I think that, I think we should at least, like, scope out the drop site. See if we can put some eyeballs on what's going on. No, we don't have a rogue. I'm pretty
We
sneaky.
can do that. Hmm.
Probably
I
figure out
am-
what we're up against at least. Maybe it's just an empty room with, like, a bag of money.
That seems highly unlikely.
You don't know. It's Schrodinger's drop site. You just don't know what's going on over there.
Damn it. I can only wild shape into CR 1/2 and no flying speed, so I cannot become an owl.
Do I have like 100 times magnifying scope on my sniper rifle? I think we talked about it, right?
No.
That sounds about right.
I think we should have them at least bring us to the character.
I think we should at least have these guys bring us to the drop site and take a peek.
Well, no, they're staying here. I think they can tell us where the drop site is.
Okay, then fine. Stay here and tell us where he wasn't too great with where things are in relation to other things, so I was concerned. He only knows here and not here, as far as I can tell.
No, I thought Josh said he gave us a
Address?
general.
Do we have
Hey, so he knows basically based on the direction that he gave you, and we'll say Odoron's understanding of the land. If you were to relay that to him, you would be able to make it there.
We think Odoron's a narc, so we're gonna tell him shit.
Okay.
We just want to get to this place.
Give me 1 second. we have to do discussion stuff.
Stream it.
No, I
No, he
just
was
muted,
streaming.
I muted stream so that we could talk, and then I forgot to unmute it.
My whole adventure.
Yeah, I'm
Forever
sorry.
lost.
It has now lost the
All
time.
right, let's start back up. I walk down the stairs. I pick up fingers down.
You get some wine at the end.
I get some wine. Yeah, nothing
So
else.
Barley is now the avatar of fire.
Yeah.
No, he didn't go into Barley. Went into Marin.
No, that's what you guys missed when the sound cut out. I am now the Avatar of Fire.
Oh, yeah.
I keep an eye on Marin. Does he show any special abilities during the night? Like, is he like fingertips sparking, weird red-colored eyeballs?
No, he looks completely normal.
Okay. So if I get some fire magic, get on board. Okay, we're gonna go to the drop site. I think was the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Still on board.
We are still on board.
We have 3 teams.
All right, so you guys wake up the next morning, and you guys notice that Barley didn't. I don't know. Are you in your room when they wake up? Or are you downstairs still chatting with everyone?
Drunk as fuck. Yeah.
All right.
As drunk as Barley gets. It's like a working alcohol system.
Are you going to be well enough to continue the mission today with your prodigious intoxication?
What's that? Is that 1 point of exhaustion, by the way?
Yeah. All the time we spent together, and you have to ask me that question.
Every time.
Here, hold this apple on your head, and I'll show you.
This seems like a trap. This feels like a trap.
Okay. I think we're going to that place then. Corral.
Are you guys
Corral.
gonna go? I mean, are you gonna go find Odoron? Like, you just going straight there? What are you doing? You have until nightown for this,
You
so
don't know where Odoron is, right?
you could see whether he went back to City Hall.
I walk out in the street and go, Odoron! Odoron! Does he
Why are
answer?
you- Why are you shouting?
I don't have a better plan.
This is why he needs to sleep.
Perhaps if you had some time to rest, a better plan would emerge.
Okay, you
God, I
rested.
am God.
You rested. What's your plan?
Josh, I find the nearest plant and ask them if they know where Orderon is.
This dude's talking to house plants over here.
You want to talk to a bush? You want to talk to a tree? What do you want to talk to?
A bush is great.
All right. So you find the nearest bush. We'll say it's right. There's a row of bushes right outside the church. So you go and talk to one, and you ask where Odoron is, and the bush, kind of just you can swear to God that it's like actually shaking, although
Is it
not.
gesticulating?
No. Bushes can't do that. They don't have the appropriate musculature.
Seth, I got it.
Oh,
And-
I got it too, and I'm choosing to ignore it.
The bush goes, odor, fire, bad.
I pee on the bush.
Wow.
That's so rude.
I'm watering the bush. I'm giving back to it.
So I'm sorry. It
Nice.
said odor, fire, bad.
Also, it can't burn up if it's wet.
The bush is about to attack you.
You notice that your scythe actually glows red for treating nature poorly. You get a -3 to all your DCs.
I'm gonna treat nature poorly.
You peed on a bush!
But I also believe that burning things down so that they can regrow. You're scared of fire.
That sounds like a roll to me, my guy.
I wasn't peeing on the bush because he was not telling me what I wanted to know. I just wanted to talk to the bush.
We'll allow it, but you're on thin ice.
Okay. I knew I wasn't going to get Odoron's place of anything. I just wanted something to ask the bush. He was scared
It
of
was-
fire.
It was the peeing. You're on thin ice.
Hey.
All right.
We can talk about a lot of stuff, but we can't do any water play,
Water sports.
water
It's
sports.
rude.
Thank you.
It's rude peeing on a bush, man. Pee on bushes and
Apparently it is. I've learned. I'm sorry.
You don't know this
It's-
world, Chris.
I'm thinking of it. It's like, you know, if you have a dog that like pees in the same spot over and over again, it just like kills the grass slowly over time because of the
That's a
acidity
lot.
in the pee.
I was gonna say that's a lot over time, but
The acidity doesn't seem to help the stuff. But whatever. We are digressing for the
All right.
purposes of me punishing you.
I mean, I'm having a good time watching you punish him, so do carry on.
Giggity.
I'll take my thin ice.
All right. All right. So what's the plan, guys? Or are you really just gonna wait until nightfall and just go straight there?
I mean, I guess
Um,
we
We
should
look
really
for
just try to
Odoron.
find Odoron.
We have like, is there any kind of like council,
Yeah, so just
welcome center?
Yeah, we've been there.
he left to do a council mission, right? That was the
Yeah.
That was
was
the note that you had. Yep. And yeah, I mean, you know that the Baroness is loyal to the council. So
I mean, I would say we should go back to where we left him, and if not that, wherever the like ranking council area is in the city. Assuming they're like geo-chipped, so we can probably talk to someone and he can tell us where he is.
exactly.
So I'd say let's go back to where we left him first, see if he came back or left another note.
Yeah, let's do that.
No,
Alright.
Sweep to have a fucking plan.
So yeah, you go back and you know the soldiers there recognize you guys and they welcome you back and we'll say that you go into they bring you to the main like gathering area and you see Odoron sitting there enjoying some food and a drink.
Do you expect us to take an hour and 43 minutes to get here?
No.
We aim to overachieve, Josh. We aim to overachieve.
And do you actually expect us to see Odoron enjoying food and drink?
He is tolerating food and drink.
That's a character choice you cannot make for him. All right.
You're muted, Seth, if you were talking.
Odoron's actually like while eating, like looking towards the door, like kind of like waiting for you guys, like just looking over every once in a while.
I poke my head in and just gesture him.
Come on.
So Odoron's gonna get up and walk over, just leaving all the, food and drink at the table, and just go, "Where the hell have you guys been?"
Where have you been?
You left us.
Yeah, I've been looking for you for the past day.
We've been very busy trying to investigate the source of our assassin threat. Oh, and
Well,
by the way, we had to deal with some assassins. Okay, you weren't here for that.
It was really easy, so don't worry about it.
Who were the
What else
assassins
is there
after?
about it? An old
Well,
man.
A helpless old man.
Why?
We couldn't let that stay. Well, it wasn't very.
They couldn't
clear.
tell us why. They wouldn't tell us who paid them.
They're just
Tell
goons.
me why.
We're gonna go to the drop site and see who made the call.
Yeah,
Who
we're
is he?
forgetting the detail here that the thing that they did tell us was that the folks that they were working with had council
I don't know if we should say
attire.
that, right?
What?
I mean, why the fuck not?
That's fine.
The folks at the people at the church were working with? Or the assassins?
Oh, the assassins.
The assassins, yeah.
He's like, Odoron's gonna be like, "That's exactly what I suspected." It's like, and he gestures. He's like, "Can we go somewhere? We need to go somewhere private to talk." And
Rodok, can you make that castle thing with the bathhouse?
I can actually, but I do need to have the appropriate amount of space.
How about like right here?
and before
How about not there?
before like as we're walking to like between an alley, Odoron's gonna say, "Your
How
magic,
wide is this alley?
your magic items. Give them to me."
I pass him my book in a 100% trustingly fashion.
yeah,
Trust him
alright.
completely.
I passed my, what did I get, a cloak or something? Sure.
My bracers. begrudgingly.
And,
Just one bracer.
and
He lights them
Odoron's
all.
gonna take all the items, and as well as the sending stone, and just find a random crate to just shove them into in the alley and keep walking.
I need that.
Son of
My
a-
power.
Like, trust me, you're gonna be better off without them.
No, I'm not. I'm -1 from what I was.
You know, we've been traveling together this long, and I always thought that my suspicion of the council was unfounded, and it was my own personal biases because of my sister. But being with you guys has started to open my eyes to issues that the council has, that their methods and ways are brash and uncaring for the fallout that happens because of it. And I think it's about time to be truthful with you.
Can I roll insight on that?
He's your friend. You should trust him.
He seems genuine. I'm going to take him at his word.
I have 8 in.
I rolled a 9 insight.
I mean, if that's the case, then you think I'm lying.
Wait, insight is wisdom, though. I'm very wise. Yeah, mine's not way better.
And he'd say, well, he's like, this is, and he's like visibly like distressed. He's like, I've worked with the council my whole life. I never really wanted to, but my sister, she's one of the head of the council, and now that I'm making this monologue, I don't remember what her name is because I don't have my page.
Hold
pulled up.
on.
You're so
doing so good.
enraged at what the council has done that you have stricken your sister from your memory.
Pretty much.
It was Hilda, right?
I think so.
Sounds good.
It was either Hilva or it was Aestra.
I think it's Aestra.
Okay, then it's Aestra.
No. Yeah, because it wasn't Hilva, because Hilva was the leader.
Correct.
Right. Yeah, it was
Okay.
Aestra. And he's like,
So you were a nepotism appointee, is what I'm getting out of this.
I think they
No.
call it.
Admittedly, he was not appointed to be part of the council, which means it was not part of nepotism.
It was the other way around. I didn't believe in what the council was doing, but my sister was desperate for the help and knew that I could assist the council and be their sword and shield while also listening in on the king for them. But
Okay, go ahead. Don't let me interrupt.
no, go ahead.
What was going to happen if we still had our magic items?
Well, nothing specifically, but I suspect they have the ability to track us with them, and I don't, at this point, trust anything that the council does or will do.
Okay, fair enough.
The issues at the manor, I tried to justify the actions of whatever that being was living forever because of the help that he provides the city, but this recurring theme happens over and over and over and over again where the ends justify the means, and I'm done with it.
Okay.
That's a big moment.
To be completely honest with you, the council intended to sacrifice you, all of you, and I was to escort you to be the sacrifice.
All right, Barry. You have my
Sacrifice.
permission to kill them all.
Sacrifice how?
I mean, again, the council's intentions are more or less pure. They want to destroy the heart. And you being, I don't know where you came from or how you got here, but being expendable, somewhat powerful adventurers could actually make it into the heart while also not being no one would miss you. You have no family here, anything like that.
Should we go into the forest and kill boars until we're ready to go to the heart?
And now hearing all this talk of this cleansing flame being the way that we destroy the heart, it doesn't. There has to be a different way that we can do this, and I don't believe the amount of destruction that the council was intending to cause is the only way we can destroy the heart. But I do think we still need to do it.
So, what's the next play?
I don't have one.
Okay.
This is all I, for the past, however many years I've been a member of the council. Well, not a member of the council. I've been working for the council while also being the king's right hand with a foot in both camps. And I don't really know how to go on from here.
Just so I'm clear, what you're implying here is that the council was trying to kidnap Agnar to make him do the flame thingy for the heart thingy.
No,
Those are the biggest words I have.
I think that the council's possibly trying to kill him because it would interrupt or interfere with their plans.
Plus, they don't want to give credit to anyone else.
Right. The council really needs the publicity. And they need people to know that it was them. At least that's what I assume. I don't really get to know a lot of the inner discussions of the council. I'm kind of kept at arm's length most of the time.
Well, what was that name of the town that's further south that's just before the heart? Isn't there a druid that we can go see there?
Possibly. The thing is, the amount of destruction that we were going to cause in order to destroy the heart and the amount of attempts that we've tried in the past, if it was as simple as lighting the heart on fire, we would have done it by now. But
what has been tried?
I don't think that it's... I think that it's on the right track.
They tried shooting it with bullets.
Probably not.
Flaming bullets.
Sure.
Flaming bullets. We can do that. It's a thing.
It is a thing. It's very recently become a thing, but it is in fact a thing.
Okay. So, our intention was to go to this drop site where they were going to take Agnar to see who was involved. Good idea or bad idea?
Well, we have two options. We either fully commit to abandoning the council, or we go back there and order on points to like the crate full of magic items, pick up all of our equipment, and continue to pretend to do the work of the council and bide our time until we decide that it's time to reveal our plan.
Well, either way, we're heading south towards the heart. It's just whether we're doing it under the guise of the council or not.
Now, personally, I am reluctant to just surrender power so readily. I would like to, and I begin moving towards the crate of items.
But remember, at any point, they could just turn that off. They could just, it would cease to function.
Well,
They're sealed, every one of them.
can you, before I open the crate then, can you tell me the significance on why my particular artifact has the council logo slashed out? That seems significant.
I would assume I don't know, but Josh, did I know that?
Wait, it was slashed out. It's not slashed out.
Yeah, it was. I specifically wrote down half moon symbol on cover was slashed through it. Same symbol on council table.
Yeah, that's part of the symbol. Slashed through it is part of the
Oh, okay. I thought we were doing like the Naruto headband with the line through it to like add.
So
some
I am not Naruto. I have no idea.
Okay.
That is not that is not a reference that I got.
Don't worry about it, Josh.
Don't worry about it. I thought it was a callback.
Three of
to
us
something
understood
different.
it, and the rest did not.
I thought it was a callback to something very specific. And
Nope. I apologize for leading
I
you
will
astray.
I will take that note out, and now it means nothing. Okay.
I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Red herring. I went down the wrong rabbit hole.
Whoops.
Okay, that's fine. Regardless, I am at this point in time fairly reluctant in just surrendering power so easily. But if they do turn it off, they do turn it off. But there's still quite a bit of a journeying between here and there. So why not use what we have now? And if it does become a liability or useless or something of that, we can always discard it then.
Because at some point, again, the council's likely going to ask that we do things that we don't want to do. They're going to want to hurry me and you down to the heart. Because the longer they let this linger, the longer there's a chance that, regardless of me, that you guys find out why you're being tasked to go to the heart.
Well, sure, but we're going to the heart anyway because we need to find what happened to Jode.
Right, but at this point, we should have been at the heart several days ago. But
We do like to take our time.
to be honest, it's like herding cats with you. Every little thing, you get distracted.
Mm-hmm.
So that alone is suspicious and sufficient enough for them to believe that something is going on. And if the assassins are coming for other people who are defying the council, then it's pretty safe to say that when we have tracking devices that we carry around on us all the time, that they'll probably come for us too.
So we shouldn't go to this drop site, meeting site thing, is what you're saying.
I'm just saying that there's risks to everything. We can continue to pretend that we're part of the council, and we have to be quick. We have to keep going and move fast. And our time is still limited because, like I said, they expect this task to be done.
Hey
Oh, we
guys,
should
investigate those black cloak guys before we leave.
Or we shirk all of it and continue investigating whatever rabbit hole you found.
Sounds like we're getting a pass to go to Zynar, Barley.
Fuck yeah. Heart. Give me that machine gun and I'm out. I guess Craig.
Craig is gone.
Machine gun first, Craig second.
Sorry, out of character, but did Alec ever say anything to anyone?
He hasn't responded to me. He told me he was supposed to be just an hour late, but I haven't heard a single thing. So I assume that he got caught up with work or something.
Yeah, no worries, just curious.
Probably closing a deal.
I mean,
Always be closing.
we're already late. What is another, an hour of going to look at the drop site?
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Tell you what, if it will make Odoron feel better, does there seem to be any hideable area in this alley where we can pile our stuff in under, I don't know, pile of rubble or rubbish or anything of that sort, so that people will be unlikely to go rummaging through it for the next couple hours?
I mean,
I have a better idea.
I mean,
so, Odin, you're saying that these things are tracked, right?
I have no idea.
I'm on a horse.
I'm just making an assumption.
Yeah, is there a wagon going south?
There can be.
You just throw it in the back of the wagon. If they're tracking him, it looks like heading south.
But how will we get it back? It's not being
I think we're just giving up on these things, right? I mean, how do we know? Listen, it hurts me too. +2. Ranged attack. I mean, it hurts. I understand. But I think we're giving up on these things. I mean, or not. Okay, but
all right. I will side with whatever the group believes to be the best course of action. I'm willing to sacrifice my personal power for the greater good.
I never even got to use my item.
Me too. I'm okay. I throw the pearl.
Not cool.
Our
It's like-
next fight is gonna be like 10 wizards with AOE's or something, man. Could have had advantage
You
on
need
them.
every one of those fucking items.
What I'm saying is it's really not cool to take magic items away from your party. Just right out there.
Consider this. My plan was to have it done in the middle of the battle, so
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense given their functionality.
All right. It's,
I mean, I guess assuming that that's the way that y'all went.
do
but
do these towns have like post offices?
yes.
Okay.
I feel
great.
like we actually did try to send a message here, didn't we, at some point to someone? I don't know.
So I tell the group, all right. So why don't we head to the post office, pack our shit up, have them send this down south on an express pony, and tell them to hold it there for the next week, and that we'll come pick it up then. That way, it seems like we're doing our job, and we can still go attend to the other issue. I feel like this is the quintessential having cake and eating it situation.
This.
And if the postman happens to get chased down by assassins, well, then we'll know.
Sure.
I mean, it's not like these carriages that carry important goods aren't traveling with guards anyway. So I'm sure they'll be fine.
Okay, we do that.
Group thoughts? Do we listen to the currently 17 intelligence wizard?
My wisdom says yes.
All right, so we get a burlap sack and throw all our suspect shit in it, and we tie it up with a nice bow, and we
All
bring
right.
it to the post office.
Does that mean the sending stone is going with it too?
Everything.
I will say everything given to us by the council goes in the burlap sack.
I mean, it has to. If one thing's going in, everything has to.
No, just checking. Just
All right. So yeah. So you get to the post office. You talk with the individuals. They ask whether you were going to send it to the southern border guard post, and assuming your answer to that is yes, it is free of charge to do so.
yes.
Oh God, nationalized post office. Fuck.
What a great world we live in.
Just never want to go back to the old world. Lutan, man, full of racists. Everything costs money.
Lutan.
No, yeah,
No
no
wood.
wood.
I of my last 2 gold pieces, I slip this very helpful postal employee a gold as a tip. Well, thank you. That was incredibly helpful. Please have a meal on us.
All he did was do his job.
Brings a chair to his eye, and he bows and he says, "Thank you, sir."
I don't think you civil servants get appreciated nearly enough for the service you provide.
I gave you just the tip.
Said, I don't care what they say about goblins. You know what? You're a good one.
I'm going to burn his face. No, I'm going to freeze his face.
All right.
My eyebrow twitches a little bit when he says that, and then I walk out without saying another word.
That's the first part of the plan. What is the next part of the plan? What are we going to do?
Let us go.
Are we drop sighting it? Are we?
I believe we should drop sites and see if it is truly, in fact, council that are after us.
Okay.
Odoron, you do recognize field operatives in the area?
What? I'm sorry. I'm getting messages.
Oh, Odoron, you do recognize field operatives in the area, yes?
I mean, they're all pretty easy to recognize. Most of them have the council insignia somewhere on them.
And how easy are those insignias to fake? Or is it one of those situations where no one's dumb enough to try to fake the council and say no because the punishment is so harsh?
I mean, no, it's just a moon with a slash through it.
Okay, so we're going to investigate. What is the next step if we find stuff out? What is the plan? That way
I think if the council is behind all these militant attacks, make a break from the council and pursue our own agenda. And
Okay.
this,
No, just trying to.
I believe in this case we should still go into the heart and find out what happened to Jode. Jode is a friend, and we leave none behind.
I agree with all of this. I just wanted to have a plan in place so we didn't just start.
And
I
if
don't know.
things go awry, I expect everyone to go a little
Okay.
sorry.
So the whole point in this one is stealth.
Yes. Possibly passing without being traced, if
Yep,
possible,
that's what I was thinking of.
is delightful magic.
So I'll say too, because I know the plan was to have your fantastic rogue change into Agnar for the purposes of allowing this to happen. You can
No,
do
we're not.
that.
Yeah, we're not. I think we're just literally on scoping. I think we're just gonna.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying that if that, because I believe that was the original plan, if that's a thing that ends up you guys wanting to do tonight, I'm fine with kind of just RPing that out. Just
Alex
letting you
gonna
guys
log
know.
on
it's
at
like-
10:45. All right, guys, I'm here. What's going on?
yeah,
Nah,
I'm just-
I think
yeah.
I think our plan has changed. We don't want to get that into it.
Yeah, I think
All right.
direct confrontation is gonna be bad. So let's go scope out and see where our loyalty should actually lie.
Fair enough. Okay. So we'll say, with the rest of your day, you guys kind of are, scoping out the area, trying to make sure, or you're going through the town, the city itself, until it becomes around time to go to the drop zone. You eventually start making your way there with, Odoron leading the way because he does have a better understanding of the land, and you eventually get to an area that you believe is the area that he was talking about.
Okay.
So,
That's without a trace. Diddle.
okay. So, you guys pass with the trace, whatever. So, are all of you moving together as a group? Is it one person going? Something else?
So I'm going. So before we get too close, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Mhm.
And I'm also going to cast Gift of Alacrity on myself to enhance my ability to engage in combat if that does turn out to be the thing.
Yes, we are going together as a group, Josh. That would just answer your
Yes.
question.
But we have to be within
30 feet of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are ring around the rosy or ring around the
What,
F.
before I get to that, what is it? Is it just a building, or what are we looking at here?
So, you were told that I guess the drop zone itself was going to be like a little clearing, next to a cliff, like somewhere in the, I guess we'll say the woods outside of the city. So, it's not particularly a building. You're not sure exactly what to expect other than that, though.
So I would say we could hide on the edge of the woods, not actually going
Maybe let's
into
not
the
walk
clearing.
out, we're going to wait for people to show up. So, is there a building nearby that I can?
There are no buildings. You're in the woods.
Damn you! I go in
Is there a
tree.
tree?
Yeah, go up into a tree.
Are you? Wait, hold on. Are you? I guess, are you guys at the area? Are you approaching the area? Where are you guys?
I would
before you
would
start
say
doing these
I would say
things?
we're about actually before we reach the edge of the clearing. I turn to Barley as a one moment, and I also give him Gift of Alacrity, which for the next
+2 anymore.
which for the next 8 hours he has a 1d8 bonus to initiative rolls.
Okay.
I want him to go first, if possible.
Yeah,
I don't think we should approach. We should probably wait and see who shows
Yep.
up, right?
It was, yeah. We want to stay in the woods, close enough to the clearing to be able to see.
Can we all climb into trees? What,
I mean,
what kind of-
I guess you can, but are you getting as you're it's nighttime as you're approaching? I guess the area that the clearing is, you see that there is light emitting from that area.
We are stealthily hiding in the woods, trying to view into the clearing. That gives you a better picture.
I'm trying to. I want to do the picture without necessarily showing off because there's the issue. So, okay. Try to make this as easy as possible.
No, black square.
Yeah.
It's night.
This.
But I have dark vision. I have dark vision.
Literally does not have dark vision. But there's a helpful light source.
Y'all are gonna have to get a lot closer for either the vision to matter. I'm showing you this mainly for the purposes of RPing, but you're gonna have to get a lot closer, regardless of what vision you have.
No wagon.
Okay, so I'm gonna wild shape into a ferret. No spiders.
Oh, those wild ferrets.
Actually,
Actually,
Ferrets
probably
native to this region.
Aren't you the one with Pass Without a Trace?
Huh?
Aren't you the one that casts Pass Without a Trace?
It's not a it's not a concentration. It
No.
is
What I mean for that is they have to be within range of you. Yeah.
30. They got to be within 30 feet of it. Yeah.
Right. Are you planning on abandoning them as the ferret? Is my question.
Probably yes. So they're gonna lose pass without a trace. But if they're all sitting there quietly, hopefully.
And they're, I'm assuming, about more than 100 feet out.
As
I'm
long
trying,
as-
trying to figure out how fucking close are you guys. Yeah.
As long as we walk to where we want to go first, and then he ferrets,
Yeah, that's the plan.
and we sit still while he does his thing, we won't need to sneak her.
Okay, fair enough. So I guess, are you guys getting close enough that you would be ostensibly on this map? Because if so, I'm gonna need stealth checks from all of you fuckers.
Did you
Okay.
just put
Roadrock is hiding by the wagon.
Oh, I
That's done.
definitely need stealth checks from all you fuckers if that's how close you're getting.
Wait, hold on,
I
hold on.
think that's not where you're in the clearing, Rodoc. You made it in out of the woods and into the clearing by going there.
Okay, hold on.
Are any of you good at sneaking besides me? Because you don't.
Me.
Here. Yeah.
I have a +2. Well, I mean, I have a +12 with Pass Without a Trace, so that's pretty fucking good.
I'm currently a plus 16.
Everyone going though. Only one person needs to look at what happens. Let's just.
Alright, so I'm going to say the clearing's up here.
Yeah, let's
Or
just.
at the beginning of the clearing. Alright, so I'm going to climb into a tree then, because apparently we can't be at eye level. I'm going to stealthily climb into a tree. What would you like me to roll?
I guess.
I'm not armored, so...
Josh, no,
I-
they're gonna stay out. I'm going in. That's just. I know what you're trying. I know exactly what you're trying to say. They will not be close enough to see. Or
Yeah, it was gonna be two questions. First is how many are doing it. The second, yeah. So, yeah, basically, if any of you are trying to sneak onto the map, I want a stealth check. Is the moral of the story here?
Yeah, but if we send him in, will we be able to see him to see if he's in trouble?
No.
Or will be too far away? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna sneak on the map.
I mean, I would say that like you guys ostensibly would be able to see if he's like around.
I'm sure you'd
just
hear
this
you'd hear
area?
commotion too if something.
I'm going to follow him while in his stealthy weasel form to the tree line right over here, and I'm going to roll you a stealth with just add a 10 to that, so 15.
Where are you?
You see him on the map. That's right.
No, but where are you?
Right. He said he was following me up to that point, so I'm right there for now.
Is anyone else going, or is it just them two?
It would be a pretty bad idea if I went with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. Ask for a stealth check from you as well.
So it's plus 10, whatever this is. Night. All you hear is Barley whispering, "I am the knight" to himself as he wanders there.
I am the knight.
Understanding that you are a ferret, I'm still gonna put you up here.
That's fine. Does the ferret need to make a stealth check?
No, the ferret's fine.
Okay.
So as you guys are approaching, you will be able to see everything. But oh, please reveal, please, dear Lord.
Hey.
As you are approaching Rodak, you make more than enough noise that immediately someone is alerted to your presence, and you can kind of hear a. Did you hear that?
Even if that's a 15, by the way, not
Yep.
just a 5. Okay.
Yep.
Just one.
Damn, that's some strong ass passive perception. Okay.
Why is there a
I,
cat in there?
You
Can
see
I-
a Leonin start walking towards you guys.
Can I start scurrying towards the Leonin and then scurry away? Like, to get myself seen as a ferret
Ooh, good plan.
and maybe made the noise?
All your tanks are 100 feet behind you in the trees, by the way.
Yep. I
The
get that.
weasel wants to go near the cat.
Yep.
Got it.
No, but remember, Leonin don't have like increased smell or anything, so he's not like a normal cat. He's a boring cat.
There was some,
Tell me how you really feel about your
there's
race.
some anger there.
He does have dark vision. though.
We'll say I will give you a roll, I guess, for distraction. I don't know what that would be, performance or something.
Performance, definitely performance.
We don't want it to be performance.
You want intimidation? Just like go up to him and
Definitely not
knife-
going to be intimidation.
Survival? I like survival, but if it's got to be performance, it'll be performance. Here we go.
12.
Not bad, not good.
I mean, I thought 15 was good, but apparently
The
15 is not.
silence. He's currently debating on how he wants us to go.
And then in the forest, he sees a forest creature. Like, what's he gonna? He's gonna.
He completely ignores you.
Ha! Wait, what are you saying about my people? We're not smart enough to see through a ferret.
No, he ignores you. He can't. He's more than smart enough to see through the ferret.
Yeah, that's the. But my distraction did not work, is what he's saying.
Gotcha.
Ferrets aren't very see-through, so.
I pull my guns out slowly.
So as the ferret's running around, the Leonin yells out and he says, "Come out of the trees."
Run! Don't come out. Run back towards your tanks. Kite them back to us. Don't be stupid.
I mean, with my 26, I'm like blended in the shadows, right? Like, I'm gonna push Rodak out.
Rodak walks out and be like, hi, not here to fight. Just little lost in the woods. I haven't eaten in a couple days. I'm sorry. Do you guys happen to have some water?
With that, the other two are going to approach. I need a deception check.
-1.
Oh,
Oh my
boy.
God.
Is it time to roll for initiative? Sounds like it's time to roll for initiative.
The Leonin calls to and he says, "What are you really doing here?"
And I look around like, do you think I'm here to fight you?
We should have kept our council stuff. He could have been like,
I think that you and your familiar are in way over your head. He nods towards the ferret that's running around.
Oh, motherfucker.
Hey,
Rodak, you see
and
me?
I point at the F's ferret. Like, all right, come on, come back. We've been caught.
I run away.
Yeah, see, familiar, right?
Aiming- Absolutely aiming my gun at this guy's face.
So you notice.
Do you think if he was my familiar, he would actually just run away like that after I told him to come here? Come on.
So the other two, by the way, so we have a Leonin, we have a human, and we have a Celestial. And the Celestial looks at you and he says, "Just because you're a bad wizard doesn't make you not a wizard."
wow, rude.
What makes you think I'm a wizard? And I unhook my crossbow. Why? Do you not see this? If I was a wizard, do I need to carry this around to protect myself?
Like I said, a bad wizard.
Who do you think I am?
How
I
long
think
would
that-
it take me to get the rest of the party for help?
Are we able to hear this?
Barley's able to hear this.
We're like what 100 feet into the trees or something. We said.
I may or may not be trying to run interference for the rest of the team right now, and hopefully the ferret is wise enough to realize I need to go get help.
That's what I just said. How long would it take? I mean, obviously, I would change back to F's and dash my ass.
Actually, the weasel might be faster. The weasel has a speed of 40.
Oh, okay. Stay as the weasel.
Oh no, that's a giant weasel. Never mind. I don't know. So with that,
Just give me the word, yay. Pop off. You gotta take the shit from these guys.
Why does everyone think I'm a bad weasel?
Wait for us to circle
No,
around.
the weasel has a speed. The regular weasel has a speed of 30. The giant weasel has a speed of 40.
Same difference.
Look, you gentlemen seem very uneasy. I'm not here to fight you. Like I said, just looking for some food and water. I think you guys might have something else going on. I'd be happy to get out of your hair. It just a little care for for another traveler on the road, eh?
They look around and they say, Theolina says, "What road? There's no road here."
Yeah, well, that's more of a metaphor. As you can see, yes, we are in the woods. If I had a road, I would not have been lost in the woods. But this is it's symbolism. It's also symbolic for us to try to find a way out of this confrontation, soon to possibly turn into some kind of altercation that we would like to avoid. This is called conflict resolution.
Leonie begins slowly walking towards you.
And I yell, "Ah, fuck!" and I do, and I'm going to dash away before he comes within melee range of me. And
Just leave Barley to die.
oh, Barley is still hidden with his fucking 26. So I'm gonna lead him on merry chase while Barley stays in his perfect crow's nest.
Yeah,
What would
I
you
mean,
want to call it?
I can probably hear them talking after. So.
Yeah.
That Celestial probably has like True Sight or some bullshit. And has known you were there the whole time.
And then so as I'm running, I'm gonna try to separate this guy from the rest from his compatriots with a dash.
He is not going to follow you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So then mission accomplished.
Alright, I'm listening in. Are they talking shit about Yays, shitty wizards?
The Leonin calls back to the others and he says, "This doesn't bode well. I think that the group we sent weren't successful."
You ever seen
And-
her wearing like council colors or anything like that?
So yeah, you can see that all of them are wearing tabards that have the symbol of the council on them.
Take my camera out and I take photographs for later.
They hear this click of the camera. Roll to simulate billowing wind.
Move it until they make a play, so just hang it tight.
They're all going back and huddling around the fire, and muttering silently, or I guess muttering very quietly their next moves. Wait, where are you currently, Yes?
I started to run away, so I would say Barley-ish, because I
Okay.
came in and then back out, but there was no need to go get help.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was just gonna say, if you kind of just stood there, then that might have changed some stuff, but yeah.
No, as soon as Rodok ordered me to change out of my form, I ran.
Rodak orders a said familiar come here, and you ran. You demonstrate that you are in fact not my familiar.
Yep, that was the plan. Worked beautifully.
Good plan. Rodak is still running through the trees in a very loud and awkward fashion, as he's without a +10 stealth.
Yeah, I don't want to attempt to enter that clearing again. Fucking Celestial.
Yeah, fuck Celestials.
I agree.
Let's
Harley
get
says
every-
from the tree. Roll
Shields. I mean, is it like a standoff? They're not gonna do anything, and I'm not doing anything.
I mean, they are currently waiting to see whether anyone comes. So they have. It doesn't look like they're moving. You can see that they're being, they're kind of eyeing in that direction a little more closely now.
He sleeps in a tree.
I will say, when he was approaching you, Rodak, he didn't seem particularly hostile. He was more trying to, he didn't seem like he was going to attack you. He did seem like he maybe was going to grab you for questioning, but not attack you.
We know how questioning goes. We don't want to be grabbed for questioning.
Yeah, don't
Not
wanna get
everyone
shot
are
in the
you
foot.
fucking crazy fucks. Sadistic motherfuckers.
Hey,
I'm not
I
looking-
think
I'm
we,
not
I
looking
think
to
we
get
questioned those two prisoners reasonably well.
Some
Just last
threats,
time.
nothing we followed through on. One of them got to be a fire guy. Everything's good.
Yeah, everybody, they still had their limbs, everything, like,
Relatively successful for us.
I would say a win. Alright, why don't we see if we can get the group to regroup?
Yeah, fair enough.
Did we learn anything?
No. But maybe Odoron can tell us something about those three.
Oh yeah, there was a big cat guy, and two other guys I didn't really see because the big cat guy was in the way.
Human and a
You're
celestial.
gonna stay there, Barley.
You sure?
I wanna, yeah, because I want to. If they give up, I want to follow them. So, I mean, I don't know what you guys are doing, anyways, right? Metagaming,
Oh,
so-
I probably need to stay with you just to give you enough stealth to.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick and wait and see if they give up, and then see where they go.
All right, so then it's just Rodak that ran back to the other two, and explained in a very haphazard way about the Leonin that tried to attack him, and he ran away because his ploy to act as a lost traveler did not work. And mentioned that Fs and Barley are still hanging on the outskirts of their encampment. And I put to the two. So, you guys want to go save our friends?
I
Oh,
will
stay
Wait,
away.
you explained to Odoron the I guess 3 races of the individuals, right?
I mean, I explained the leaning because the other two are realistic. I didn't really get a good look at it. Just saw two other dudes.
All
I
right,
don't know,
fair
the
enough.
other two moved. Didn't they move up so you could see them?
They started to, but I mean, I understand the whole like, oh, I'm being approached by a alien. Maybe that's what my focus is because
Gotcha.
I am a wizard, right? I get that. I respect that RP decision. The fuck, whatever.
Okay. It's very precarious.
Okay.
If your cat
Um,
was a pro cat, he'd be right up back, like on top of your head to get back to the headrest.
I currently am holding him hostage right now.
No, okay.
Perfect way to punish a cat. Hold them lovingly. The one thing they don't like.
Yeah, yeah.
So
it
are you
depends.
guys
Some of
coming back, or are you just gonna let us chill? Like I said, I mean, that's what I would do in real life. I'd like to see where they go next. So.
I mean, does it sound like Odoron knows of any fancy Leonin
Yeah,
in the
I would
council's
leave this
employ?
up to Seth
I didn't
to
realize you guys were
gauge.
already back there. I thought you were still deciding. Unless
No,
Josh
we're-
says
we're
otherwise,
up.
I don't know if any specifically.
You do not know.
Say the council's reach is massive. I mean, I don't know every single person who is part of the council.
That's fair.
In fact, there are probably more that I don't know that there are that I do.
Well, I think. Do I know how long Pass Without a Trace lasts? That's
1
the
hour.
other thing. Okay, so then explaining to the group, well, the two of them do have the boon of extra stealthiness, presumably for about another 50 minutes. DM, possibly.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Do you think we should wait for, let's say, another half an hour's time, see if they decide to return before we try pursuing? I mean, and I look to our highly
field. You guys have no idea.
I look to our highly armored guys. I can't imagine you guys would be able to move much quieter than me on my worst day. No offense.
I mean, not unless we completely remove our
Doff.
armor.
Disrobe.
Giggity.
So if I take off all the heavy armor and just carry it in my hands, does that
I mean,
mitigate
technically,
the
we don't. That
disadvantage
means
on
we wouldn't
stealth?
get disadvantage. Technically.
Yep.
It's a bunch of armor pieces clanking together as I'm trying to navigate through these trees.
It's
Well,
the
when it's
padding underneath. that you
Rules as
run off of.
written. I mean,
Rules is written. If the armor is not being worn, it does not. Although I wonder how noisy it'd be to don the armor again once you
Listen,
make it close.
well, it also takes a half an hour to don the armor. So
Why carry it when you can tie it all together and drag it behind you?
exactly.
The carrying I'm willing to give you. The dragging it behind you is going to be disadvantaged still.
But I mean, yeah, I'm happy to like hang out here for whatever amount of time until the others come back or we decide that they need help. 4 or 5
I just
days.
imagine that we're sitting on the edge of the wagon, just playing cards, waiting for them to come back.
All right, we're on our own, Josh. What happens in 50 minutes?
So, I mean, as time passes, you see two of them end up returning to the tents in the Leonin Begins Watch.
Ooh.
Does this world have 3 dragon ante?
It's May.
All right, Chris, you ready to go on a adventure, a nighttime adventure?
Sure.
All right, we got.
Oh
I want
no.
to get one of those tents, one of those sleeping guys. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I just want to make Josh seed stuff into this world. If I'm sneaking in that tent, I'm expecting to find something awesome.
Sure.
All right. I
I
mean,
mean, we
or-
determined that cots are very valuable, so.
Yes, that's true. Or we could have the weasel sneak into the tent, which would probably be easier. I'm open. I'm just here to support your sneak attempt.
Sure. I will go attempt to see what I can see.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Alright, you're on your own. I'm out of here.
If you sneak, I'm going to need you. Are you staying as a weasel? Is the first question.
Yes.
I need you to roll a disadvantage.
Disadvantage as a weasel?
Only because the lion already saw you once, and so if you even like normally it'd be like, oh yeah, there's peripherally he sees a weasel. He saw you once. He's gonna think something's up.
Okay.
Why I asked the question specifically first.
Alright.
Now if you just change into a spider.
I mean, what is your? I mean, is it better? Should we switch? Because I still have plus 16.
No,
in
I still have plus 16 as well.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's just disadvantage because I'm a weasel. And I've been seen already as a weasel. How do you there
Don't you have 2 charges?
What?
Of
Maybe for something else.
to change something up. And that'd just be the easiest way to go.
we go? Oh yeah. I mean, then I get. Then I can't have my fire spirit. I need it.
Short rest.
Huh?
Short rest. No?
In the tent when you get there.
Yeah, exactly.
Take the guy's cost. It's very valuable.
I mean,
Works in
yeah.
Skyrim.
Hold on.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna, like... Nothing. Trust us.
Alright, then why don't we change to a rat?
Okay.
So, still need a stealth check though, right?
Yes.
Alright, let's add 10 to that. 35.
Okay. You're able to stealth right in without the lion seeing you.
Alright, finds the orders, he finds the whole plan, some would say, that these guys are carrying around with them. Straight from the council, right? Dossier.
Pure incrimination.
Or, yeah, high-ranking members. Plans.
Which one are you going into?
Oh, one of them has nothing except a cot, and the other one has values.
Oh, because those are 3 tents, right?
This is actually more. This is a tent. This is a tent.
Yep.
And this is more of just kind of like a. I fucking forgot what it's called.
An
It's
awning?
basically
Lean-to?
just like, yeah, a lean-to.
Let's check the lean-to first, because that's closest.
It's also currently not occupied.
Yes.
So I mean, the lean-to just has like a bedroll in it and nothing else.
It. Let's go the long way around to the human tent. We'll fucking trust it, Celestial.
Which way are you going? This way?
Let's go around.
Looks like I don't. Okay.
See what I mean? Around.
Yeah, I see. I do want another stealth check though, but
Sure. 18.
I'll give it to you with the 18, because you went the long way around.
I ain't no dummy. I'm not going through the middle, even as a rat.
So yeah, we'll say that, you know, as you were scurrying through, right, there are a few times where the Leon kind of, you know, gazed in your direction every time that happened. You reacted immediately, hiding behind like a shrubbery or, you know, friggin' a rock or something, just to make sure that he didn't see you. And then you eventually made your way into the tent, going from underneath in the back.
What we got in here? Besides a human?
So yeah, you see a human. You see that there is he's also in a bedroll, and you see there is a bag, and all of his armor and everything is currently off next to it.
There's a bag. The armor's in the bag, or
The
there's a
armor is
bag-
not in the bag; it's kind of leaned against the bag, but there's a bag that also has additional things inside of it.
You gotta go in that bag.
No,
Fucking
dude,
asshole.
bite his jugular, man. Just fucking take him out.
Just kill a guy with my little rat teeth in the middle of the night.
Transform back. Execute.
Is the bag open, closed?
It's
Is this
closed.
Fuck. Like buckle type closed?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's really no way as a rat I'm actually opening a buckle to this bag.
You could
No, yeah,
chew your way
true.
through the bag.
True.
I will say it'll take you 20 minutes to chew a hole big enough for you to get through.
I don't know if this is worth it.
Yeah, actually, we're on a rush because Pass Without Trace will roll off. So,
Yeah.
I mean, the bag has to have something. He was very descriptive about the things in the room being a bag.
Yep, I know. So 20 minutes. That goes past that a trace. That'll get another half hour.
Back into a druid and murder that guy. We only got 2 guys to deal with. We each take one of them. We're easy.
I don't think it's gonna go like that.
I also don't think it's gonna go like that.
Again, if you keep that guy occupied without his armor, it's gonna make everything a lot easier.
I think the Celestial just wipes us all out. Is how what happened.
I mean, Celestial is a lineage, not an indication
I was
of
gonna
power.
say it's not an actual angel.
There's just something about the way that guy moved up and knew shit automatically.
I mean,
All right,
big risk, big reward.
let's chew through the bag.
You know, there's
Yes.
a bag.
A bunch of gold coins clatter out loudly.
I don't think that's how that works either.
The backup armor set that he has in his bag.
Josh is frantically trying to figure out what's in the bag.
All right. I would like you to. I don't even know what to roll. I want something to be rolled just to make sure. I guess it'd be another stealth check just to make sure you're not being too loud as you're gnawing.
Bag chewing skill. It's
18.
We'll say that there's a few times as you're chawing through this bag that you hear, a snore very loudly, or like he kind of stops snoring, and you're like, oh shit, he's about to wake up, and then he goes back to sleep.
I would like to read you the first line of Past Without a Trace. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection.
He didn't wake up.
Or flavor.
The flavor. So you are able to successfully gnaw yourself a hole big enough for you to get into the bag.
Excellent. What's
What's
inside
in
the bag?
What's
Okay.
in the bag?
Uh,
Three magic short.
I'm trying to think of like what you can see like as a rat, because I think that you're the size of like half the shit that's in the bag. Like
Probably.
there's, I don't know, there's like a pouch with something in it inside the bag as you're skirting through. You feel yourself like brush against like small little like kits that ostensibly seem to be like maybe parchment and ink, or maybe some different tools or different things. There's also like different like clumps of paper and stuff here and there. It's not like the most organized part of the bag that you nod yourself into, but there's just a lot of different various items.
Let's go back to the pouch to start with. With my little rat hands, can I kind of like push against it to see if it's like gold
It
or
clinks.
coin?
With
It
my
clinks this
with
point.
my will.
No, I don't want
hands.
clink. I just wanted to push a little bit. I didn't want.
Oh,
Ladder, some would say.
I mean, as you push, the coins, right? Even if it's barely a little bit, it makes enough of a sound for you to tell what
Gotcha.
it is.
Does it
Okay.
jiggle,
So-
jiggle, or does it fold?
All right, so we don't want to fuck around. I don't need the coins.
Right, there's a couple vials and stuff like that in there,
Oh, some potions?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I just drink them.
Do it. Please do it.
As a rat
Listen.
too.
If you get giant strength as a rat, you could totally fuck this guy up.
Now you grow one dragon wing.
I mean, something tells me because of the disorganization and the papers and such, there's not much in here that's going to tell us anything. This guy is just the muscle.
Oh, it's the other guy. Should have gone with the celestial.
Yeah, I'm really scared to go into that tent.
I got you.
Who's got you?
There's only 3 of them. Come on. Here we go. Ready? Big risk, big reward.
We'll keep saying that like you're supposed to just fall in line.
Yeah, given that took 20 minutes, by the way, we are now like 10 or
Yep.
15 minutes from deciding that you guys haven't returned in time.
Perfect timing. So get in that celestial tent, figure out what's going on. Either you dip out or they're here. I mean, obviously you have no way of knowing they're coming, but
I'm.
it's fine. It's your
Do
turn.
what you believe Fs would do.
Yeah.
Don't let us actually influence you.
All right. Can I sneak?
I mean, that must be an easy sneak. The guy's asleep, so.
No, he's asleep. He's just in the tent. Do I hear
I
snoring?
know, I've been there. The guy in your tent.
Oh, yeah.
Do celestials sleep? Hold on.
Yes.
Luckily, you have a celestial to tell you this.
I guess I
Not
do.
here. We've seen him sleep though. So.
That you know of.
All right. Can I? Do you need me to roll, or can I make it to that tent?
I do need you to roll.
Oh boy.
The rat crit failed.
2 2s and a 1. What the fuck?
So,
Even I hear you from the other side of the clearing.
as
This is
you
a
are
rat.
crawling, as you are trying to scurry over into this tent, an owl swoops down at you to try to catch you as prey, and whatever scuffle ensues is more than loud enough that it definitely has alerted the Leonin that there is something the hell going on over here.
I'm gonna make my way into this bushy area. Did I try another stealth check?
How did you fend off the owl is the question.
Yeah, right.
I
He'll like
played
carry
dead.
you away, and you could turn back into a druid somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, just let him grab you, then turn off your full wild shape.
All right. I mean, I'm giving Apps one last chance to pull it together. Otherwise, I'm gonna start. Sure.
Whatever. The scuffle ended. I'm over here, and I'm hiding.
Okay. So you're hiding. The Leonin is kind of looking around for the sounds that he made. But
I mean,
otherwise...
Rats are pretty hard to. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not an easy.
Oh, yeah.
He is a cat. He is a giant cat.
He is a cat. No, he was just looking for the sound, right? But he necessarily didn't,
Alright.
You're good.
Put my guns back down.
All right. Fuck this.
Alright. I'm gonna try
We're
to
going to make my way along here and then back up. Do you need more stealth checks?
I'll give it to you. You were getting the fuck out of there. Feel free. He is still kind of focused on this area anyway, so. I'm running free.
Alright, I'm gonna sneak in and try to pick his pocket.
Okay.
Nope.
This is why fucking rogues are the worst. They just sit here and try to steal stuff.
He just there's something important. How like nothing.
Also, he's a fighter, not a rogue.
Go for it. You want to sneak
I'm
in?
not-
Go for it.
I'm not picking his pocket. Alright.
I'm ready to head back.
Alright. We extricate.
Okay.
In public?
Always. So we can get out clean.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You can get out, yeah.
Did you assume that we would be able to get away without fighting these guys?
I honestly assumed that someone was just gonna walk up and like try to have a conversation, but
I did try to have a conversation.
no, you tried to lie to them and just be like, "Yo, give me stuff."
No, I asked him for some water, like what travelers would actually, polite travelers would have done. Listen, when you share the metaphorical road and someone, the next time that person in need could be you.
We didn't
Ooh,
ask.
that mountain, that broke back
I
mountain.
mean, the last thing we do is send Odoron in. Be like, hello, fellow council members.
Hello,
How's
fellow
the plan?
teenagers.
How's the plan going?
Hello, youths.
Wink, wink, wink.
Hello, fellow.
Hello, fellow bad guys. I mean, listen, we didn't talk to him. That was the decision we made. Can't go back on it now.
Fair enough.
And the MacGuffin was lost forever.
Sadness. So, you're able to get out the information that Realistic was gleaned was everyone was wearing tabards that had the sigil of the council on it. It was a human, Leonin, and a celestial. I'll say upon hearing that later on, you were a little specifically the Leonin thing was a little weird because there's not too many Leonins around, but the celestial was even more weird because your understanding from working with, well, the council is that there's only 6 of you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're scattered to the 4 corners of the world. Did I mention that I burnt the forest after we left and started?
I mean, so let's turn it
Doesn't
over to Oberon now. Would Oberon want to sneak and try to go and see what's up? I mean, that's got to be intriguing. Maybe the MacGuffin is not lost.
I mean, in
I show him
character.
my picture.
In character, I'm gonna say, what are we trying to achieve here? Like,
Who the fuck knows? I want Josh to tell us something.
We want to get to level 6.
I mean, what do we need to know? What do we need to do? Like, I mean, I don't really know what was going on
We
these
want to
past
know
few
why.
days.
Yeah.
We want to figure out why they want to kidnap the old man. We don't really know. We've made a bunch of assumptions. He wasn't any help, let's be honest. For a level 20 wizard, he doesn't know shit about shit. So, why do they want to kidnap him? Are they going to keep trying? Are there other kidnap targets?
I mean, when we first got here, didn't they say that anybody who was supporting the council was being attacked? Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
by the agents of the other king. But
I mean, did you find out who
we
the,
dealt with there.
Did you find out who this man of the church is, like, who do they do dealings with?
Himself. He's only interested in getting rid of the rot and burning out the rot.
Right, which is the opposite of what the council wants to do.
No, it's. I mean,
That's enough to kill him?
I
Well, they
mean,
were
if he's
kidnapping.
sowing doubt into the council, then sure. I mean, you know how desperate the council is for supporters.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're not cool with that. What if they got like a list of like 100 people they're gonna old man kidnap?
So what are you suggesting?
I mean, I really wanted to kill them all, and it seemed like people were not on board with that plan. But, I mean, is there any chance you know these people?
No, I don't know. I don't know them at all. Just because they're council members doesn't mean I know them.
I wasn't being racist. You don't have to go there.
I wasn't either. I'm just saying.
It just, I mean, this is the best lead we have to potentially stop some old man kidnapping. Our real quest
Is it though?
today. Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to be convinced otherwise, but that's a immediate threat rather than an esoteric one. So.
And he gave you guys a statue, and he gave you guys a gilded acorn. I think you owe it to this man.
I hate that guy, so it's not because I like him. Don't get it twisted.
Josh really wants us to fight these guys.
I mean, Barley has a point in the sense that if we really do believe that the council is evil and they want to get rid of this guy because
Ergo,
of whatever reason, then maybe it stands that we should protect him and foil their plan. I mean, we have to an extent, but
If the council wants to do something, we should be doing the opposite thing, right? I mean,
It's him today, then it's these people today, then it's who else next week and the week after.
so we just give up and let them kill them all because there's a lot of them?
I mean, it sounds like you've already made up your mind.
I mean, listen, this is not a
You asked-
barleyocracy.
You asked for an opinion, I gave it, and it seems like you've already made up your
We're having
mind.
a conversation, my guy. It's fine. I don't really care at the end of the day. I just want a machine gun, and I already got overruled.
Well, I'll tell you what, the lion guy was kind of a dick. No offense.
They don't all know each
Racist.
other either. Yeah, fuck.
I mean,
And
what
he looked just like you.
I mean, in character and out of character, I feel like you're putting a lot of weight on the decision of somebody who wasn't here last week to make a decision for something that happened last week that I still don't fully follow.
I just want to make sure that there's nothing that you know that could help us.
But don't. I legitimately have no idea who these people are, what they're doing, why they're doing it. I don't know anything about it in character and out of character. Everything I've said is just assumptions I'm pulling out of my
That's
ass.
kind of why, like, before we went into this, I tried to make sure that we had a plan. What we were going to do if...
Rodok does not like innocents being killed.
You sure?
Yeah, I heard a
Except
story
for that
about
one.
I heard a story about a crossbow.
Necromancer.
Fuck it, I should
Yo,
have been dead.
that story was told by Jode. Everyone knows that story, by the way. If you bring it up, they know who you are.
Slayer of necromancers, yes.
Also, out of character, you know that he wasn't a necromancer now.
Yeah, that's true.
But when judged at the time,
Jode even wrote a fucking like farewell send-off song for this man. So Jode is more on his side than yours.
Hey, we could just send someone in to talk to these guys. Be like, hey, we foiled your plot. See where the road takes us.
That's true. You could just be honest with him and see what happens.
Honestly, it's a policy. Some say it's a policy. Pa always said honesty is a policy.
That's where this fucking went. I've been looking for this for the past hour, by the way. This double-sided tape to keep this cat off my chair.
Just open the box and see what happens, right? I mean, that's always a strategy. I mean, there's 6 of us. I'm pretty sure it can take the 3 of them.
well, I mean, the action economy is on our side.
The action economy is on our side. That's a thing that normal humans say in this world.
If you had to consider the number of times even each of us could swing a sword in the span of 6 seconds, like
Maybe we just be like, hey, what's up? We've killed your guys. They rolled real fast, and now we're here.
we didn't kill their guys. One of them converted to the faith.
One of them converted and one's in jail.
Oh my god, how mad would they be? Hey, you hired guys to kidnap this guy, but by the way,
They joined the other team.
Run you in 2 goddamn seconds. Like,
We didn't even have to shoot any toes off. So what do we think about the plan?
listen, you guys have scarred me from trying to interrogate before that I no longer want to give you that option.
Hey, we did good tonight. We interrogated.
That's what I'm
just
saying. I'm just gonna give information freely at this point. I don't
fine.
want
Oh,
to.
that weird.
stop it! You were there.
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah.
I made
Do you
it- I
remember what I
made
was doing there?
I made it weird, yes.
Okay.
I cauterized the wound.
That doesn't make it any. Like,
Anyway,
it's okay.
all right. So what's the plan? We have like a few minutes left of the session. Are you
All right.
guys planning on going forward? Do you just want to walk away?
Nope.
Do
we're
we
gonna
wanna
go.
begin?
We got to get the MacGuffin.
All right. Do you want to get the MacGuffin now, or do you want to wait till next session?
I want to approach and be like, all right, fine, you were right the first time.
We got the to be continued.
Can we take a short rest first so I can get my wild sleep?
I got with an ass.
I mean,
No.
we've probably
I'm
been
not-
talking.
If
We've
you
been
take a
sitting
short
here
rest,
talking.
you lose the opportunity. I'm just gonna tell you now.
We're gonna take
How
a long
long-
rest. We're gonna go back
That's longer.
I'm just gonna walk forward, still hands up, like, listen. You got me the first time. We
Okay,
came
I'm
to see
gonna this time.
we came to see who was sending assassins after our top friend, and it's you guys. And I know that symbol, and based on our conversation before, I think you guys know who I am. And I think you guys know who they are. And I do the arms wide gesture. Are people actually visible behind me while I'm doing this?
Oh, I'm laying down in the woods with my rifle out.
I somehow
I-
lost my token. I can't even get it back. I pushed it up into a corner and now it's gone.
Just drag out a new one.
I can't even. Okay, I can't find it either.
That's all right.
This is how F dies.
This is how he dies.
I fell off the edge of the world.
Like when you go into work and your password's not working, and it's like, fuck. Like, this is how they got rid of me.
Oh.
No. I got his way back.
I
Okay.
suppose I'm here reluctantly. I'm here twice.
So
Oh my.
so while I gesture to behind me, are they actually visible, or am I just a jackass walking into a clearing with no one behind me?
We're going with
Apparently,
Jackass.
apparently Pretos is.
Yeah, I definitely would have come out if you were gonna head forward and do this plan. Like I would not have let you do it alone. But I mean, like respectfully, since we want this to be a conversation, I'm not gonna like go out there like with my weapons and stuff. We're just like showing ourselves. Anyway.
All right.
Can we pick up next time though? Because I had told him that we'd be done by 11, so I want to hang out with her. When you guys keep going, I can pop off.
We can pick it
Yeah,
up next
that's
time.
fine.
This is
We'll
a,
pick
this
it
is
up next time with
This-
the to be continued
Yeah,
next time on
wanted to
D&DZ.
I wanted
Yeah.
to slap
We
on
only
that to
get
be
30
continued.
minutes to your game. Sometimes it'd be like that though.
So,
All right, I will talk to you guys.
Later.
so yeah,
thank you, everyone. Before everyone else leaves, I'm assuming, are we good to go back to every 2 weeks from now, or is that pose an issue to anybody?
Right now, that works for me just fine.
I'm good.
the 11th sounds
yeah.
fine to me.
I assume
Uh,
that the 4th is like an issue and
It
all that
is.
Well,
crap for people. So
It's an issue for me because I
Yeah.
think I might have to work the whole day. So
on the
On the-
4th,
yeah.
shitty.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
we should be good to go back every 2 weeks.
Is Alex just dead?
I don't know. It's weird because it shows that he's been on Discord all day, but it also he just hasn't responded. So I just assumed that he was on his phone or that he left it open. He's at work, but he was doing rogue things.
Yeah, we didn't need him anyway. He was just flanking.
Yeah, exactly. And then then the next session he'll just be there. Boom.
We'll say the whole time. Then.
Look at me.
So
Yeah.
all right, yeah, good for the next 2 weeks then.
Yes.
See y'all on the 11th.
Yes, sir.
See ya.
All right,
Later.
All right. I'm probably going to bed too.
All right.
All right. See you guys later.
Later, man.
See ya.
Bye.
Format heading. Here we go. And you know what it's